Here we go. Just get those wonderful toys.
Are you playing in the bathtub with your little doll?
Action figure!
Come on, you can do it. Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Hey everybody, what's going on? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. I hope that you're all doing well, and it's time to have a little bit of fun talking about toys for the love of collecting, because all of us have problems up on this panel right now as far as collecting goes, and it is definitely eating into our wallets, and it has become our sole reason for living at this point, and I hope it is for you as well. What's going on? Everybody out there is already hanging in the chat. Superfan Adam Shawhan, the first one who was in the house, followed up closely with the nibbling with Iceman Modeler. What's going on, everybody? I know Chaos Boy had popped into the chat earlier on as well. We also got Lion Ratton hanging out in the chat. Bad Take Bojin, Tollbat, the Memes of Destruction, and Cotton in the house. Fellas, what's going on? I hope that you have a good one out there. Be sure to reshare the links out there. Let everybody know we're going, because YouTube likes to play the games. They just can't help it. I've heard about people where they've had their streams taken down for showing off a toy gun. Good God, I need to get out my old school G1 Megatron and see if YouTube wants to come after me for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the host, the other host on this panel, this great panel. What's going on? Vinnieart.
Hello, neighbors. We're looking forward to jumping into this. And Megatron is safe. I've reviewed a couple of them. I have that knockoff MP36. He transformed to a gun. No problems there. So I'll let you know if they hit me for it though. But hello, everyone.
Shit. Oh yeah. Well, it's always a pleasure, Vinnie. Let's kick it off to our other host with the most. We got the mighty Slasher McSplitter in the house.
What's up, Tommy? Vinnie, Adam? What's up, chat?
Hello.
Let's talk toys.
Yeah, man. Let's get into it. Fun stuff as always, right?
Mm-hmm. I only got one thing, but it's pretty cool.
That's all right, man. One thing is better than no things.
Yeah.
If you got no things, you're on the wrong side of the fence.
There's a reason for me having one thing this week. Damn, you motherfuckers, man. Vinnie and Tommy, you sons of bitches with your new figures. Your fancy new expensive $40 figures.
Whoa. I ain't spent no $40 on no fucking figure right now.
I did.
Oh, shit.
Daddy Warbucks in the house.
So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to, hang on this one for like 1 week. And
yeah. I know it's so you were dying to get, so
yeah.
I don't blame you, man. I've been there too.
Well, it was the combination of I caved and I finally bought a new Marvel figure, and it was the combination of Tommy telling me that Disney don't get no money from this, blah blah blah, and Vinnie telling blah blah blah, it's a rare figure, no one has it, blah blah blah. That combination, yeah, you motherfuckers, man.
What? Hey, man, if you're able to just find that thing hanging off a tree anywhere, I would have told you. But I haven't seen it. Otherwise, I would have gotten that fucker too.
See that? I got the
Not
devil
40.
pig on his shoulder now. Hey, what you forgot about me?
It's like I could just hear voices in my head when I walk into a toy store now. It's like,
I know, me too.
No, but they're your voices.
I always have Tommy on my shoulder. He's always in my ears. Like, yeah, you get it. Go ahead. You don't need to eat this week. You don't need to eat. Just get that
I'm texting Vinny in the middle of the night, man. I seen this freaking toy down at the store. You would not believe how beautiful it looks, Vinny. You should buy it.
I passed on 2 expensive figures recently because I'm like, no, they're both sitting right there at my feet. I'm like, no, I'm not getting this. I can't afford this shit.
Yeah, that one big purchase is enough to stall purchases for a while.
Exactly.
That's what you think now until you get back out in the store. And also joining us tonight, we got the Shawhan.
Oh, yeah. We want to talk about Tommy starting shit. Look at this.
I know, dude.
It's infectious, man.
He just had a toy store explode in his room.
Packages. 30. 3 0.
And the month is it's the middle of the month too.
Well, for me, normally I buy like 1 belt or 2 a year, right? That's like, yeah, you guys know this. Like I might get 1 or 2 a year. Those are big fucking purchases. Well, I didn't really buy much, and since it's the new year and we're gonna have a new president, I thought, well, you're gonna go big, right? But it's a lot of stuff that, like, I got 3 McFarlane figures for $35 shipped.
That's great.
I got an $8 Batgirl.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, you know, from now on, I think I'm going to redesignate you, Adam Shawhan, our resident haggler, because you always seem to haggle these prices out of people.
I know.
I could take this guy to a flea market.
I know. I got one from Adam. I got a tip from him. So basically, I won something on eBay for $5 as well. I'm waiting for it to arrive. So
awesome.
Nothing beats the Bumblebee because, again, that's from like 2003. They were 50, 60 then. Now they're in the hundreds, and I got it for $10. And I'm
that's a score.
That never happens.
That's a score. But you're not going to beat an $80 statue for 71 cents. So
no,
I win.
No, man. But that's just it. Like, again, I got this wonderful, wonderful Batgirl, and even though it had writing on it, I didn't care. I'm like, all right, we can get that off. But the fucker didn't put it in packing. He just put it in like a manila envelope and mailed it. And so it got like all tore up and shit. So I was like, this is unacceptable for $20. So he gave me $12 back. So like I ended up paying $8. I'm like, score.
Dude, that's great. That is great.
Now, if only you start applying those discounts to the rest of the world with everything, like Ruse and all that other kind of stuff.
Soul Assassin, I think it's the olive oil. They bathe in it. It keeps them beautiful. I don't know.
And what's going on, Soul Assassin in the chat? Also, Shifty's in the house. What's up, Shifty? He said his last reservation came in and got that Secret Wars cap finally. Awesome, man. Awesome.
Nice,
Did
man,
he get
nice.
the cable figure? We will find out when we get the slasher tonight. Guys, thank you for being here. Once again, be sure to share the links out there. Let everybody know that we're having some fun and we're going to be talking about some toys. I am going to kick this one off today because, unfortunately, I am an overachiever. And I said that this one is Prime. And that is exactly what I'm going to be getting into, the Studio Series Prime for the 86 one, man. I'm waiting on this a while. Could not afford it myself. A little bit out of my price budget range, but my daughter had bought it. Thank you, Zoe, for Christmas. And yeah, I taken a look at it, but I'm going to let the video speak for itself. Now, unfortunately, this one took quite a few videos to get through. So after we get through, we'll speak a little bit on each one, and then we'll continue on to the next one. And then we'll be passing the buck on to Vinnie after that. But here we go with the Studio Series 86.
Wait. With that extra buck, I could probably get another Star Wars statue.
You son of a bitch.
We are hanging out with Dark Helmet, Lord Helmet, the sci-fi and Transformers pig. What's going on, Helmet? Oh, Helmet, did you just have spa day? Did you just get your nails clipped and got a little mini bath? Yes, you did. Well, Helmet is with us today as we're getting ready to take a look at something that is Transformers related. Been waiting on this one for quite some time. Was not able to get this myself because of the exorbitant price of this figure. But for Christmas, my daughter Zoe, thank you, Zoe, did manage to pick this one up for me. So from Hasbro, Transformers the movie 1986, we've got Studio Series Optimus Prime. Like I said, been waiting on this one for a while. Unfortunately, I would have filmed this a lot sooner if I wasn't going through injuries with a broken toe, back problems, and everything else. And Helmet, there is no escaping here, not during Transformer time. Here, eat your lettuce. But we finally did get this one. I did open this one up early before the review, which is something I almost never do. Almost never. Like, very rarely will I open up something before the review, but this one was sitting around since Christmas, and, well, it was sitting right next to me that whole time, and I was like, I gotta take a look at this thing. There are some disappointing things to this figure, and I know a lot of people talk about this is the greatest Optimus Prime we have ever received, and you know what? This thing does have a lot going for it, but it also has a lot of detractions that I think some people either gloss right over or they barely want to mention at all. So let's go ahead. Let's start with getting it out of the box and taking a look at it. So right out of the box, here we go with our Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. The coloring on this one looks really good. I know a lot of people have complaints about the backpack thing. Well, in the original cartoon, it did look like he had a little bit of a backpack there. Granted, this one's a little bit more exaggerated, but I think that is a very small gripe on this figure, considering it's something that was already in the animation. This skirting lifts up, so you can get a little bit more movement out of the legs. I like that. They did that with Perceptor and a few of the Seeker Jets, but they also included it on the back as well to kind of cover up some of the joints. I thought that was a nice touch. Some of the things I don't like about this figure, these smokestacks, they're incredibly weak. They don't port in properly. One of the other things I do not like about this Prime, there is little to no head movement. Like that looking straight on is him looking up. Looking down is this tiny little bit right there. Even the side-to-side rock is so minimal on this thing. It's horrible. So basically, all you got is turn side to side, which is it's pretty weak, especially for something that is damn near a $90 toy. You can miss me with that, Hasbro.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Wow. He does look good, though.
He looks phenomenal. The coloring on that thing is absolutely spot on, perfect. They did a really good job doing all that. Real quick, let's say hi to some of the people that jumped into the chat. Time Prophet in the house. Did I drop a Transformer on toe? No, I did not. No, I did not. Okay, also Dark Helmet Genius Inventor. that pig is something, that guinea pig in the microwave. No, there are no microwaves. Stop that, Time Prophet. I would never do that to the pig. Brian McCain in the house. What's going on, man? I hope that you're well. Chatting to everybody while the video was playing. Told that. Come on, man. Finger him good. God.
Finger him good.
God damn it. Scrambles and Death Dealer also in the house. I hope you're doing well, buddy, man. Good to see you. Even if he did look down, he wouldn't see much, right? Brian says Optimus looks like someone just shoved something up his butt like a guinea pig. No. Let's keep stuff away from that guy. You know that guy I'm talking about, the guy that was in that Air Force movie. Yeah, you can't trust.
He must be stepping on a lot of humans because he can't. he can't look down. I gotta say though, this was the one that I saw in the story of the day. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nope. I was yelling as I was walking out of the store. Everyone was looking at me. I said, I'm not getting that.
Wait,
you know what?
Yeah. All right, but what was the I'm not getting it because it's terrible or because of the price? Which one was it?
The price.
The price.
Okay.
Price.
This is an $89 toy. That's why I was really shocked that my daughter sprang for it. I do appreciate it. She didn't need to, but she knows how much I love these damn things. I mean, obviously she's, my daughter, she lived with me long enough to know that I'm into it. She's into a lot of this stuff too because of me, Hey, nothing but the best. Giving her a few of the G1s that I've actually pieced back together when I've picked up these broken lots of Transformers. So she appreciates my passion for this shit, and she picked it up for me, and I really do appreciate it. But yeah, the packaging on it, the packaging is okay. It's like the typical fare, unfortunately, you get from them. But the figure out of the box looks good, but when you start getting to some of the problems that I wound up seeing in this thing that a lot of these other reviewers aren't talking about, I really, really got a little bit disappointed because it shouldn't be happening with something that's an $89 figure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Any other thoughts before I move on to the next clip?
Yeah, no, I'm curious to see what else is going to go on with this thing because
Yeah.
first appearances look pretty good. Smokestacks, it sucks that those are loose, but yeah, looking forward to the rest of this.
Definitely get into that. That was like $89, Brian, 89. And the funny thing is if you're looking for some of these larger figures, these commander class figures, right now, and they still, I'm pretty sure, still have it on sale. If you go to Big Bad Toy Store, you can get the one that's even larger than this, which was the Ultra Magnus from the Studio Series 86 for like $41 or $45. It's a steal because he was going for over 89 as well. So
yeah.
Yeah, Snow Scar. But let's go ahead. We're going to move on to the second part. Like, once again, I said 6 parts because there was a lot to unpack with this figure. And guys, here we go.
We now return to the Transformers.
This is bad. This is poorly engineered. They could do better, and I've seen them do better on cheaper toys. One of the core features, of course, that they included with this one is you got the opening panels right here in the chest, and then that inner piece that opens up, and there goes your matrix, which is removable. Not bad. I like that they did that. They added a little extra detail in there, but I mean, how do you miss out on something like the smokestacks being loose? Now, one of the other things I did do when I had this thing out is I decided to transform into truck mode. Now, all these joints, there are no ratcheting joints on this damn thing. Once again, for a $90 figure, you can see some of the movement. I'll be moving his arms out so you can kind of see the articulation on this one. He's got decent movement and everything like that, but there's no ratcheting joints. You know that these friction joints are going to wear out over time and they're going to get loose. And that, before I get to it, let's show off the waist. The waist is incredibly tight, a good movement there. We already know about the head. He's just got the single turn right there. 90 degree at the elbow. I wish it would have went a little bit further. He does have the bicep swivel as well. He does have turning hands, and these fingers do open up. But I did notice on the other side, the tip of the finger is so loose it just kind of flops around. So you got that going. So before we move into the problem child, the one thing I will say is I couldn't figure out what was wrong with this guy. Like, something looked off. Like, I thought maybe his arms were too short. No, it's these hands. These hands are teeny tiny on him. They're way undersized. If these hands were a little bit bigger, his arms wouldn't look quite as stumped as they do. I mean, he's almost got this Chris Benoit thing going on now. You know, got a little dwarfism going on there, Optimus Prime, something that runs in the Autobot family. But yeah, that is a bit of a problem. There was room that they could have put bigger fists in there. I don't know why they did that. The fist on this one already pretty much the exact same size as what they did for the Earthrise and the Siege version. That is just, that's just horrible. Like, how do you miss something like that? That's just terrible. This is terrible. So as far as the rest of the movement over here, like I said, the skirting kind of moves up so you can get that 90-degree kick and a 90-degree kick back. He also has the turn right up there. It's not bad. He has a knee bend. Now, the knee bend goes a lot more than 90 degree. That's not horrible. That's not bad at all. And then when you get down here, he's got a little bit of movement in the toes right here. It's part of the transformation. And it snaps in, but a little bit of side rock. There is no back rock or anything like this. Now, here's where I ran into a problem. And this is what happens when you have a larger toy with no ratcheting joints. So this leg right here, after transforming it once, yeah, super sloppy.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Ouch.
Wow. That is unacceptable for a $90 figure to have that many problems. A Trash Bro was the right name for it.
Yeah,
That
right,
sucks
right
ass.
there. Chaos Hoy. Chaos Hoy shows no mercy to his people.
Yep. Yep. I don't blame you. Because we know that
nice.
we know that they could do better. We know they could do the. Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I seen some of the ones that they got, the new werewolves ones. I was sharing that with Trina and you and a few other people. Those things look phenomenal.
Yep. Oi.
You said, well, the one you sent me. You sent me a picture of the Howling, right?
No, that was just a generic werewolf.
No, the Neko one.
It said the Howling.
The NECA. Oh, yeah, the NECA.
Yeah.
I forgot I sent that one out
Werewolf.
too.
It's a NECA. Yeah, it's a NECA, the Howling figure. Yeah.
Yes, Brian, those smokestacks, the way that they made them, and they did it kind of partially for transformation for people to move them out of the way, but they don't really get in the way when you're transforming this thing. If you move the arms in a certain way, having the smokestacks move actually helps in articulation poses, but the way they did it is they don't snugly port in. So when these things move, they kind of pull out and they get super loose, and then you got to push them back into the arm and then try to get them on this tiny peg that barely holds them at all. It's just really poorly designed.
You know, Tommy, your daughter paying $89 for this don't make me feel so so ashamed about buying $40 figure.
And you know what? I felt kind of bad when I got into the review and I told the wife about it. I said, I feel bad that I'm going to have to partially shit on this thing because of the mistakes that they made. But I mean, if I don't, I'm not being honest.
It was a gift from your daughter, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially when I get a gift. I felt the same way when Lurch had sent that Cobra Commander from Super 7. There was just so many problems with that. I mean, I felt bad. This guy sent me a gift, you know, spending money he, didn't really need to send me something like that, and I had to kind of shit on the thing. But I've got to be honest when I give these reviews, man. You got to have some kind of integrity to be able to inform people that are looking to possibly purchase these things. And I'm not going to give a false review on these. I don't care how much I want it and how much I like it. If there's problems, I'm going to point them out every single time.
Yep. Did you open that? Did you open the Ninja Conan figure I sent you, Tommy?
Not yet. Not yet. That's an older one. I'm not
gonna open it. You're gonna open it.
I'm not 100% sure. I'll be honest. Certain ones like that, I don't like opening. Because I know they're not going to have like big articulation. There's not going to be something I'm going to be able to pose.
I think there's probably just the arms and legs, and I don't.
Arms, legs, and I think maybe the head turns from when I was looking at it.
I don't remember if it had knees or elbows.
No, I don't think it did. Tiny hands, tiny trunk. Them hammer pants. Oh, Jesus. And not Transformers robots. I can't transform. Yeah. Oni 64. What's going on? $90. What a ripoff. I think it is, especially for the fact that they didn't include ratcheting joints. And I am going to get it a little bit as I get further into this review. So go for $600 now. Yikes.
What goes for $600?
The Atari Jaguar.
Jeez.
What? Whoa, the system?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wow.
I said that my local comic store, they had it wasn't even in the fucking box. They had the Sega Master System for $200.
Oh shit.
And they had the fucking light gun. They had the light gun and the fucking controllers and everything.
Ass hat. I love that word. I say that one quite often.
Ass hat?
I used to call my dad an ass hat. I said he was from the great ass hat tribe.
Yeah, ass hat's a good one. Clown shoes is another one. Look at this fucking clown shoes.
Broken claws, werebears, black. Awesome. That's awesome, man. Brian, man, you should definitely show those things off at some point.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Love werewolves. Trina would definitely be, she'd be having a moment like she did last time, talking about Hemsworth and all that other good stuff.
Get yourself the golden Trina.
Right? I'm going to have to get myself a golden Trina because of what I did on this panel. But let's go ahead and get into the next part and then break down some of the other problems that this Prime had. I mean, and some of the problems are not huge, like across the board, but they're annoyances, especially once again for a $90 figure. And like I said, I'm going to get a little bit more of that as we get through this. But what is there does look great. I can't tell nobody not to get this thing, but I want you to be aware that this thing does have some issues. And don't listen to people saying that this thing is perfect all the way around the board, because it damn sure is not. Here we go.
We now return to the Transformers.
So let's go ahead. We're going to put them in some action poses and check that out. Here we go with Prime with the help of a little stand right there. Got him in a running position. Not bad looking at all. Here we go with Prime in another pose right there. We got his ion blaster in his hand. Here we go with another problem with this one. The way they got this design is got a port on the inside, but it's it sits in really sloppily. It doesn't like sit in there nice and clean. And another kind of miss right there on the part of Hasbro. Prime does have a port on his back, so you can actually stick his ion blaster right on the back when he's in robot form. And as far as trying to get down in a kneeling position or trying to do like a Superman pose, a super-hero pose, yeah, nope, not going to work with this one. There's something wrong with the way that they did the proportions for the legs. Something doesn't match up right, and I don't know if it's the thighs being too long or what, but there's something not right, and he cannot get down to halfway decent looking kneeling pose, so he's not going to be out in the street corner getting any kind of work. As far as getting into a nice wide-legged pose and actually being able to bring his arms across so he can almost put two hands on his ion blaster, it can happen because there's a second piece back here that's actually part of his transformation. You can pop that out and then bring his arm forward a little bit more. And with the help of a stand, we got that iconic pose that he had in the 1986 movie where he started blasting down on the Decepticons to help save the Autobots in Autobot City. He also does come with some blast effects, so you can actually put that blast effect on the end of the gun. Once again though, Hasbro and the way they package things, a lot of these blast effects, well, they are all kinds of twisted up and everything. This one's not quite as bad as that one, but they're just shitty pack job, Hasbro. You just can't get away from it, can you? Prime does have one other accessory, so as part of his transformation, this would pop up like this. You close up the fist, spin this around like that, close it back up. Then you can take his Energon axe and put that on the end of his hand. And because his fingers move and the index finger moves out separately, you can kind of get him pointing, but like once again, this is why I said like the hands are too small. Like look how stumpy that finger looks. Like it looks like a child's hand on his big ass Prime body. Just how do you miss things like that?
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Huge hands, tremendous hands, the biggest hands the world's ever seen.
Remember Scary Movie 2? Remember Chris Elliott? Take my strong hand, child.
Strong hand.
I was thinking of Seinfeld and the woman with man hands.
Yeah, oh my, yeah, that's that toy needed.
But what the hell is the justification for the price tag here? I've seen a million Optimus Prime figures, and this shit don't look any better
the
or
axe
worse.
is cool. Don't get me wrong. I thought that was, and again, kind of the style of how he looks. But what the hell is up with the midget hands? Yo,
I think they tried to justify it by making him an inch taller than the Earthrise and then changing the packaging. Because I'll be honest, man, there is no fucking reason for that thing to be as expensive as it is. The other one was what, $50? Earthrise.
I don't even think he. I think he was more like 45 when he first came out.
But yeah, it's jumping the price up.
I was just watching the movie before the stream, and like, if you're gonna go with that, there's the scene where he's holding the gun like this, you know, and I mean, like, that would have been, and you did a real good job with what you did, Tommy. But I mean, you would think that you're gonna. And again, when he's jumping over, like you said, the blast parts are all. You could probably mod a G1 and have better movement with some. I mean, it does look nice because it okay compared size wise to a G1 Optimus, it is bigger, correct?
I'd pay $89 for the G1 one.
Yeah.
Well, they did. They have an updated version of the G1 that he is articulated like that.
Yeah, they missing link. That's what he's called, the missing link.
Gotcha.
Because they did him, they did Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, they just did Sunstreaker, and then the white version of Sunstreaker, who was a different character, and I think they did one other one. Yeah, those ones look absolutely phenomenal, but they're expensive shit. Like the Bumblebee alone is something like over $40 some odd.
Isn't that also your favorite wrestler, Tommy? The Missing Link? Don't you really love that guy?
But wait a minute, there's a Legacy edition that it's the regular.
Right, it's the same one, but it's smaller and it's all plastic. Where I think the other one might have
Is
some metal in it. I can't remember.
Okay, gotcha.
I need to find one, Vinny, to go with like the Megatrons we got.
Oh, the Revel Tech. Yeah, the Revel
Yeah.
Tech. I'm gonna be showing that later. But yeah, his Megatron. Yeah, I love that thing. It's only like what, 3 inches or
Do
something.
you guys see this eBay link that Tollbat put?
What's there?
Yeah, I see it, but I can't click on it from
G1
here.
Optimus for 89. A G1 Optimus for 89.
Jeez.
I mean, if it's
Buy
an
it
older
now.
one,
There's no bid. Buy it now.
it's actually fairly cheap if he's like complete. Because I've legit seen complete Optimus Primes sell for
A couple hundred. Yeah.
$400 or $500 loose.
Yeah.
Now, if you have one in the package, like holy crap,
All right,
man!
this
Especially if
one's
it's a sealed package, you're talking a few $1,000s. easy.
this
Oh
one-
yeah,
But
man.
don't
this
be
one
fooled.
is
From the 80s.
Yeah, but you got to watch out too when you're on eBay because they've reissued him a few
The
times.
China ones.
Yeah,
You gotta
there's
watch
a
out for the
knockoff
China
as well.
ones.
Yep.
Well, usually the reissues they usually have reissue on it and everything because I have the 2009 one,
Okay.
which that one is it's a beautiful piece. I mean, granted, it's not exactly the same as the original, and there's a few differences in color and stuff like that. But I mean, if you're talking about collecting an Optimus Prime, looks like the good old G1 one. That 2009 is awesome. Comes with a comic book, a reissue of the first issue of the Marvel comic. It comes with a sound box with Peter Cullen's voice on it, transformation
Nice.
sound, blast effects, and all that stuff. That was a beautiful freaking re-release that they did, and it came in a huge ass box. That
That's
thing was awesome. I was so happy I was able to snag that back in the day.
That one that transformed itself looked pretty cool.
You
Yeah,
know,
it was-
I see
Yeah,
those
but
things.
Tommy,
and I
Tommy
don't
wants
like
to
them.
do the transforming himself. Because he's right. You said because you enjoy like the puzzle aspect of it, right?
Exactly.
I still appreciate them for what they are because it's
Yeah,
pretty.
I do too.
It's amazing. You can't deny that those are pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and anybody is a little bit confused. Yes, it is the animated movie, the '86 animated movie, the first movie that ever came out for Transformers. As far as I'm concerned, the only one that matters. What's up, Trina?
What up,
Hey,
Trina?
Hope you feel
I
better.
hope that you're going to feel well soon. But yeah. So those are some of the biggest takeaways from this thing. And the hands really bug me. Like I said, for the longest time, I couldn't figure out if the arms were too stumpy and he had that Chris Benoit looking thing going on. And I've never seen anybody else talk about how undersized those hands were. And I did. I brought out my Siege, which is the same as the Earthrise. They just made some outer changes to the shell for when it goes into vehicle form. Otherwise, it's the exact same figure. And I put them side by side with the hands, and they were the exact same size as the Earthrise one. I was like, wow, they really dropped the ball on that. I mean, I don't even know how you missed that. What's going on, Tree Rock?
What's up, Tree Rock?
What's up, man?
Hell. Pretty cool.
He doesn't have to resort to violence and angry words to get what he wants.
I'll be back in a bit, guys. All right.
Okay.
No problem, man.
All right.
Once again, everybody, thanks for stopping in. Be sure to keep sharing those links out there. Let everybody know that we're going and having a little bit of fun talking about this stuff. So any last thoughts before we move on to the next part?
Yeah, where are we going?
I just think the hands are that tiny, bro.
Yeah, when the blaster was in them, you could really see how small the hands are. Yeah, that was kind of
That and the fact that, okay, so they got that little bit of a round port in there so you could put the blaster into his hand, because obviously if it was just the fingers holding it, it would never work. So, but they didn't make that hole correct, and the blaster's kind of loose in his hand and it flops around a little bit.
Wait, the hole wasn't correct and it was loose and flopping around? Are we still talking about toys?
Yeah, yes, we are this time. Believe it
Must
or
have
not.
came from California, huh?
A little bit undersized, huh?
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom did.
Oh shit!
I don't know. You should ask that guy's wife.
Right? I heard she was a who.
The Deadpool tiny hands.
Cousin Vinnie.
Blaster feels very large in my hands. It's Optimus Trump. Oh no. But all right, yeah, let's go ahead and get to the next part. Tollbat was asking about the trailer. All good things come in time, my friend. So here we go with the next part of this Optimus Prime Studio Series 86.
We now return to the Transformers.
Of course, last but not least, we've got Optimus Prime's trailer. So you go ahead, you do have your stand right there for your normal trailer. Then you can pop that up, and you got these big stabilizers that you could bring out as well. So then you get the stabilized version of what becomes his command deck. And of course, as just like the original one, pop down for the ramp, and then the sides split open. And this is where this one kind of loses some points with me. It is just plain gray. There is literally nothing in there. No stickers, no paintwork, no nothing. No, nothing at all. That is just so boring to me. So then he comes with what is the repair drone. Also a missile launcher, so he does have the moving arms right there. This pops out. The claw hand that does open up a little bit. Of course, he's got this big extending piece right there. And of course, he's got his radar dish. And the cockpit does open like the original one from Takara did when he was Battle Convoy. And they had the little Diaclone pilots that are in there. So there's a spot right here at the back of the trailer where this thing kind of ports in. Boom, there you go. Of course, you know there's going to be a roller. So here we go with our roller. Kind of like a silverish finish paint to him right there. Not a whole lot. He does port backwards in the command deck up against the launcher repair drone. So there you go with our roller. Added feature on this, which is pretty cool. So all these things, they have like little pegs on the end right there. They actually have spots inside the trailer here. So once you've opened this up, you can port them all inside the trailer. Even these little blast effects, they got a little peg hole right there. All this stuff ports in really nicely inside the trailer. I do like that. This way you're not going to be losing any pieces. Everything sits securely and snugly inside the trailer deck. Besides just having a place to store all this extra stuff in there, there's actually a separate piece right here. So if you take this back trailer right here and you gotta pull it out ever so slightly, it's on a bit of a hinge, and boom, you drop down and you've got extra storage on the bottom for all the blast effects that I'll be showing off in a little while. That is part of his truck when it's launching up in the movie.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
I mean, the extras are nice, but yeah, what the hell? How do you not even have a sticker in there? No paint, nothing? Nothing on the inside?
Nothing. Just plain Jane, just boring. There was no missiles for the drone, repair drone, because basically the original one had missiles that it launched off. It was part of attack, and it was part, it's supposed to be a repair drone and everything like that. There was a few features that I don't wind up showing up, because you can actually take that drone and sit him on top of roller, so he's like a rolling drone. There's a few things you could do like that. I just didn't show them off. I didn't think it was really necessary to show that off. But yeah, the fact that that was just plain and there was no paint, not even a spot or two of paint, I thought was pretty horrible. All the storage component pieces, that's pretty neat. I like that. So you could put everything together in there and you don't have to worry about losing shit. But yeah,
I think that's what they messed up though, because now you don't have the detail, it's just for storage. And oh well. You could even have an extra panel that came down over that, so that then it would look more like the floor and hid even the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and at least then have it painted like the floor, because I mean that's just lazy.
Oh, Trina, Papa was a rolling drone. Told about it says you could put weed in there. Oh, it even has storage for the Diddy loop. You guys are the best. I love this chat.
Oh my god, that was excellent.
But yeah, I mean the trailer is very boring and plain. I mean the original is boring and plain, but I mean I just think they could have stepped it up just a little bit. Like once again, you're talking about a $90 figure, and it doesn't feel it to me.
Yeah. Yeah. They bent over the customer.
They did.
For 90, I mean, I get it, man. Stuff is massively gone up. But yeah, there's so much that should be added to this. Like I said, the extra panel, or I mean, and again, Tommy, you've had the G1s. How does this one rate size wise to the G1?
Well, this is definitely bigger than the G1. Now, here's what I'm going to do eventually: is I'm going to take out all the Optimus Primes I have, and there's quite a few of them: Combiner Wars, Power of the Prime, like all these different ones that I have, and I'm going to get many of them that I have together and kind of put them side by side so you can see the size difference. There is a big size difference between this and some of the other ones, but a lot of the key features, especially when it comes to the trailer, are pretty much the same. Actually, I think it kind of loses something as compared to the G1, where you had that drone that actually could fire missiles. Well, I mean, on the later versions, they didn't because they took the spring action out of them, but there seemed like there was a little bit more to the old G1s.
Yeah, that
as opposed to this.
G1 one, I didn't even realize until Tollbat put that link up with the eBay listing. I didn't realize just how fucking giant that trailer was.
Yeah, it was huge. I never had one. I always wanted, because I had Ultra Magnus, and that was the original one was badass.
Oh yeah, he was.
The G1.
Oh yeah. Side note on that one. I've mentioned this quite a few times because apparently there's something wrong with my brain when it comes to Transformers, like memorizing all this stuff. So the original Prime was called Battle Convoy, and Ultra Magnus, when that was released as part of Diaclone, he was, obviously he wasn't a separate character. He was just an upgraded Battle Convoy.
Yeah. I got your Diaclone right here.
Oh, and here's another interesting fact about that. Original Battle Convoy Ultra Magnus. He actually had a few other modes that they never talked about when he got brought to the States as part of the 86 collection. So he had a few different alt modes, with the trailer.
Like Perceptor.
Like a launcher or something like that.
Which guys, I brought up the this is the fucking
dude, that looks great.
That I never realized. You know what? Because all right, I wasn't a big Transformer collector, so I didn't have any of them. But I had maybe the bug guys, those little purple bug guys. I probably had one or two of those.
Mm-hmm. I still like the front shot.
Every time I went to my friends' houses, they did not have. Whenever they had an Optimus, they did not have it set up like this. Or he was always transformed into robot form, and I never knew where the fuck they put the trailers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I never really got to see it displayed like this.
Yeah, same.
That's another funny thing when they talk about the trailers as far as the cartoons is like a pocket space dimension that all these things wind up disappearing to if they're not shown on the show.
Yeah, it's our parents taking them and giving them the goodwill or something.
Or the monster, the rug monster.
Yeah.
Once that thing touches the rug, it's in the abyss now.
Yeah, because then the parents come over with the vacuum and they're gone.
So that's an original Prime, it looks like. I don't see any hands or anything, so I think you're just getting the main body of Prime in the trailer, and that's pretty much it. Yeah,
I'm not seeing any pictures of him transformed. Every picture is him as the truck.
I guarantee those legs, the ratchet, because it was so cheesy the way they did with the springs. If you didn't pull the legs out sideways when you went to flip them up, you would destroy the ratchets on those things real easy. And then, obviously, after a while, those little ratcheting joints that they had on the bottom of the legs, once they got destroyed, he won't stand right anymore. I've got a few examples like that in the back with some of the older ones where they just legit don't stand. And it's so difficult to remove those bottom legs because they've got some kind of friction collet on the front wheels on the pins that are locked into place, and those things are damn near impossible to be able to get off these things to do any kind of repair work to the legs. You got to just about cut the pin and then pull it out and then get a new pin with new collets and everything to be able to put the front tires back on. Such a pain in the ass the way they did it.
So what was he fresh off the shelves in the 80s? How much?
Believe it or not, he was only $20.
Are you shitting me?
$19.99.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He was the most expensive because all the other ones, like the little cars, were $2.99 to $3.99, The tapes were something like right around the same price, like maybe $2.99 to $4.99 at the most. The Autobot cars, Jazz, Prowl, and all those were $9.99. The Decepticon jets were $12.99. Soundwave, I believe he was $14.99.
The tapes came in 2 packs, right?
Yes. The original microchange ones did not, and they were listed as like Ravage was just Jaguar, like 004 or whatever the hell it was, Jaguar, and Laserbeak was listed as Condor. So they were pretty cheap. So I used to go to the Route 1 indoor flea market up in New Brunswick, and I used to get them because they used to come directly over from Japan back in the day when Diaclone and microchange and shit like that, and they would sell them out there for $3 a single tape, or you could buy 2 for $5. So you can get a lot of these things early on like that, pretty damn cheap.
Wow.
What's going on, DVB? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
What's up, man?
$20 in the 80s, like 100 now. Yeah. Original Jetfire was 30, and that's another one that's kind of funny. They couldn't sell Jetfire over in Japan because of Macross.
Wow.
And that's why he couldn't appear as Jetfire on the cartoon. They had to change him to Skyfire and change the way he looked.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hot dogs, yum. What's Shifty saying? Shifty said, I had the original Optimus. My granny got it for me for Christmas. I found it in her closet months before, though. I was like 4 or 5 and went straight up to her asking, "Who's Optimus?" Yeah, right? Oh, yeah. The good old days looking through presents.
Nice.
Bought it for you, Piggly Wiggly, when he was like 5 or something. Wow, cool.
Holy shit.
F for failure. Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, I've only seen him going to a distant relative's house. There was like this kid who was like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 years younger than me, and they gave him like the full Optimus, but the kid was like neurotic or something. Like a picture like a 5-year-old, messing around with Optimus Prime, but he's pristine in box. Like the kid didn't even want to slide it out of the box. I'm like, wow.
We kept it the whole time in the fucking box.
Yep.
Smart kids, actually. When you think about it.
Yeah, but like I said, neurotic. Like you don't picture like a 5 or a 6-year-old doing something like that. They want
oh my god. Oh my god, this woman is hating on Bologna. Oh no. Not the Bologna, Trina. Anything but the Bologna.
Stop saying it like that.
And Chaos, we haven't gotten to a rating yet, man. I haven't gotten through all the clips. As a matter of fact, we're over 47 minutes in, and I still got 2 more clips on this Prime. So let's go ahead and let's get to the next clip.
We now return to the Transformers.
So after a hot minute getting through the origami, that is Optimus Prime, finally got him transformed again into his cap form. I know a lot of people say they love the way that this thing transforms, but you know what? I've transformed a lot of these damn things, been collecting them since before they were even Transformers under Diaclone and of course the microchange line, and never once have I needed a set of instructions as much as I do for this one, for all the little small components that got to be moved out of the way. I don't care for this origami shit. I didn't like it on Origin Wheeljack either. But as cab, I mean, the front end doesn't look half bad. I'm not really sold on this big, blocky, chunky back end of his cab. It just looks odd. It just looks way too big and blocky. But let's go ahead. Let's hook up his blast effects. So the blast effects, they kind of port together. I remember which side ports on which. There we go. Got that one together. And get the other one ported together like that. And he has a couple of spots right underneath where these things port in. So with the help of my little LED snake light, I finally got those things ported on. It's just weird. They got to port on exactly a certain way or they will not port on at all. But there you go. With the blast effects, like we've seen in the movie, blasting up in the air to transform and start raining down shots on the Decepticons. When you're done with that, you go ahead and you just pop the back open like that. and store all your pieces in there, and then close it up, and there you go. Got all your pieces ported away safely so you don't lose them or cause any more damage them, like Hasbro likes to do with their shitty packaging. Last but not least, here we go with Prime with his trailer hooked up, a little port right there on the end of there, so you can sit that in there and it turns very well. It looks okay with the trailer on there. Not too shabby. I think they could have did some things to actually improve this design, but for what it is, it's not bad. I just don't think it's a $90 toy, quite honestly. And transforming back, and as I did, the left arm started to get a little bit loose, so transformed the truck and back the robot twice, and more than just the leg is getting loose already. And it's kind of like the same thing with this Swoop, this leader class Swoop, who is a bit bigger than Optimus. He has no ratcheting joints either, where most of the other Dinobots did, and they're comparably right around the same size as Swoop, so I don't see why they couldn't have had some ratcheting joints in this thing. Big fail right there, Hasbro.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
That storage thing is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Did you do any swaps with Earthrise or comparisons with the trailers?
No, I didn't. Because the only one I had dug out at the time, because my foot still bothered me, I wasn't going to dig through crates. Gotcha. So the actual Earthrise with the trailer is actually packed away, but I do know that the Earthrise trailer is smaller, so I could put the Earthrise trailer on the Studio Series, could not put the Studio Series onto the Earthrise one because the peg hole is so much larger.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a disappointment. They couldn't even make these things compatible in case. And I'm with you. I think truck mode, something looks off. Like the front tires are too small and low. Something's off. It doesn't look right.
Yeah. Brian had said the same thing. So the tires are a bit small on there. So.
Yeah. I guess it goes with his tiny hands.
The mini hands.
That's right. But, if we have the Optimus Prime Trump version that's going to be all gold, he's going to have huge hands and gigantic wheels.
Shouldn't he be all orange?
He should.
He have the best wheels.
I have the best wheels. It's the biggest and the best wheels ever. Melania tells me every
Nobody can drive better than me.
We can haul all kinds of great loads.
DVB has a question for Tommy in the panel. How many Transformers have you broken by not transforming them correctly? As a kid, I had to replace several of my friends' Transformers because I accidentally broke them. As far as breaking them by not transforming them correctly, I never have. Now, I have had a few break on me because when I bought them secondhand, somebody had glued parts together. Oh. And when I went to transform, they snapped. And I was like, hey, you son of a bitch. But no, I've never broken one by transforming the way it should be transformed. I have had pieces fall off, like I did the Gamer Edition Fall of Cybertron Cliff Jumper.
Yep.
And every time I went to transform, like pieces just kept popping off them. They weren't broken. They just wouldn't stay on when you transform. And that thing went back to the store, and I was quite pissed because, well, anybody who knows about my channel long enough, we had our Transformer Pig was Cliff Jumper for the longest time, and I really wanted that because every time they'd make a new Cliff Jumper, I'd pick it up because of him. I mean, I like Cliff Jumper to begin with anyway, and that's why the pig was named that, but it was so disappointing. But yeah, as far as breaking them, not me. Anybody else?
Well, all right. See, like I said before, I wasn't a big Transformer guy, and the ones I did have was like the bug ones, the bug one, and I had one of those ones like that you fold and then you do the little pull back and they roll,
the jumper.
Yeah. No. It was like those. You remember the fucking cars where you would pull them back when you have them on the floor?
And they roll forward. And
yeah. Well, whatever. I don't know what the Transformer versions were called, but
so I'm sure they had many. They had mini spies that came out in '85 with the original mini cars. So these were teeny tiny little ones. And then in 87 or was it 88? They came out with the throttle bots, which were stupidly transformed. Their arms
jump starters or something. I thought they were
the jump starters auto transformed.
Okay.
So the legs just flip up.
One had drills, and you pulled them back and went forward, and then jump up and transform.
So
You know,
whatever
it's funny,
Transformers
so-
I had. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say what other Transformers I had, whatever ones, like they were tiny and very simple, so I never broke those. Now the bigger ones, when I was at if I was at a friend's house and I was trying to transform that shit, and I feel like I was about to break it, I'd stop myself. I'd be like, "Here, you do the rest of it." Like
Yeah.
give it back to my friend. I was like, "I don't want to break your fucking figure."
Exactly. You know when a shitstorm comes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know what, Time Prophet, the reason I never broke them too is my parents weren't like well off or anything. So when they bought me stuff like this, I was oh so appreciative of it. And I took care of all my toys. Like if I had all my original ones that got stolen, I kept all the boxes, the blisters, like everything for these damn figures. And I took amazing care of them. They almost looked like they were brand new out of the packaging, even after I played with them for so long, because I was very delicate with the damn things.
Mhm.
And that was another thing I was going to mention real quick. So the jump starters, Twin Twist and Top Spin. So Twin Twist, yeah, he was the double drill, a Cybertronian double drill. And the Top Spin, I always thought he was like a jet of some sort because it looked like he had wings coming out. It turns out he's like a pontoon because he was landed in sea. If you ever read the package,
is he the red and blue one? Because all you got to do to transform his is just fold him forward. That's all you got to do.
Well, they were both blue and white.
All right, the one I have is blue and red.
Well, it might have been an earlier design. So they did have earlier designs that came from the Diaclone.
Let me see if I can
years.
find I might have.
And he was red. But there was also a bunch of companies that were re-releasing them under different brands. So they weren't actually listed as Transformers. They were listed as something else. Thank you, Trina. I appreciate that. And it's always fun when you're on, too, man. Get well so you can come back and hang out with us again.
Exactly. I know. We had a blast last night, though, with the Hannibal stuff. That was really good.
Oh, they did a 1990s reissue, Brian says, with the red and blue. Yeah, because that was like the original Diaclone colors. Because a lot of these things, like even the jump starters, were already released in Diaclone before they ever wound up bringing them into the Transformers. And it's the same with a lot of the cars and like Ultra Magnus. I mean, shit, they didn't release him until 86. He was out in the Diaclone line for a while at that point. So, I mean, there was a few of the cars too, like Inferno, Red Alert, and all those guys. They were already around. They just waited before they released them.
Looking at this guy, is he a bootleg? Is this a bootleg?
It's kind of hard to tell. So if you look at the bottom, it's either at the bottom of the feet or on his back, you will find a Takara stamping.
I can't see a damn thing on this figure.
Yeah, see, you would have to look for the stamping. It's so hard to tell because the early Diaclones looked just like that.
There's no symbols on them. There's no like Autobot or Decepticon symbol on. But you don't recognize the figure at all?
Well, it looks like a Diaclone version, but the paint color kind of looks a little off. Like I thought the blue was slightly lighter on the original one.
Oh, Brian McCann, he says that this is a 90 reissue. See, this is how you transform them. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly. And then you pull it back and
I don't know if he still works. No, he don't work anymore.
No, I have the original blue one.
And it was supposed to be that like you pull him forward. I mean, you pull him backwards, and when he
let go,
when you let go, he rolls and then springs up and transforms.
Yep. It jumps into the bot.
I showed both of mine off, and both of mine still work. And that little lever that's on the back of his head doesn't do a damn thing. They said move the lever to be able to get him the see. Even though it's a horse shit. It doesn't do a damn thing. But I got one more part for this Optimus Prime. Any last thoughts before I move on to the last one?
$89 is way too much for this figure.
Yeah,
it's a lovely gift, though.
Yeah,
it is a lovely gift, and I am ever so thankful for my daughter for purchasing. I didn't expect her to dump this kind of money on me, but
Hasbro do better.
Yeah, really. Holy shit, man! I feel bad for people that paid full price for this damn thing. But here we go with the last part on Optimus Prime, and then we will give my final thoughts and what I think is graded at Chaos. So check it out. Here we go.
We now return to the Transformers.
And that is it for the Studio Series Optimus Prime. few more misses than I would have liked to have seen for something this expensive. There is a lot going for it. Like I said, a lot of the, as far as detailing, getting it down to make it look like the animation version of Prime, I think that was well done, but so many misses as far as what it can do in articulation, the joints, not having any kind of ratcheting joints in it, that is just a huge miss. Look, you're going to be charging exorbitant prices for some of these things, putting out at a commander class level. Give us some quality. If you're not willing to put that kind of time into it to give us quality, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it, and just leave it up to the third-party companies that seem to be doing a better job than you are, Hasbro. So as far as the Guinea Pig Collective is concerned, while this one does have some really cool aspects to it, there are a few too many takeaways to even get close to a perfect score that a lot of people seem to want to give this damn thing. I'm sorry, the best that this one can get considering the problems, especially with the freaking joints already loosening up on this thing after one transformation, let alone two. Best that we're going to give this one is a 7.5. Really cool looking Optimus Prime. The size scaling and everything is really good, but this is far from being a perfect Optimus Prime in our eyes. Anyway, guys, be sure to let Helmet, the Sci-Fi and Transformers pig, know what you thought about this one.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Yeah, I'd say
So
that's a fair
I was going to
score.
say, what do you think? Yeah, the fair score.
Yeah.
What up, Frankie?
Hey, Frankie.
What's up, Frankie?
Transformer, roll out that money. Brian, you're
Yeah.
not wrong. Vinnie has
Easy
shown a
time.
lot of these third-party ones, and they are some of them are just absolutely fantastic. Like they're killer. Some of the work that these guys are doing, and they're actually doing Megatrons in gun form.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh my.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's in the same line. Although he's a little bit smaller than this Optimus, but he's in perfect scale with the Earthrise one. So it's the one they did is pretty much like the Siege. It's like a shrunk down MP36, the masterpiece Megatron. Although they said it feels a lot easier to transform. Although it looks like there is a lot going on, it's still easier and fun to transform from what I've seen on reviews. But that thing again is going for about the same price as this guy. So yeah,
So sometimes less, like that NBK Devastator. While it's far from perfect, and I'm really looking forward to trying to get the Devastator that Hasbro's doing now, because those ones look incredible. Wow, they look phenomenal. I definitely want to get them. But once again, that's going to be a huge price tag to get all those damn figures. Damn, do they look good. But the MBK Devastator one was pretty damn decent in its own right. And it was like, what, in between 75 to like 90 some odd dollars for that huge thing, all 6 Constructicons?
Something like that. Yeah. I think I paid around 60, including shipping. Something like that. But yeah, that's why I hit you up right away. I was like, Tommy, you got to check this out. But yeah, Dude, Devastator, he looked incredible. I have him somewhere. When I moved, I got no room to put him out right now. But for me, I don't need anything else. I'm sure Hasbro is going to do a nice job. I can't fork over the kind of money that they're looking for these things. I think these prices are going too high. They're finally starting to hit the other, what's the aerial bots?
The aerial bots, yeah.
Yeah, those are coming out.
They
soon.
look really nice too. Super clean.
They do, but some of them in their vehicle modes and their plane modes look kind of cheap, or like they're reuse of, like a lot of the molds look like they were similar to other ones. I think for the money they're asking, they need to do better engineering and better detailing.
Agreed.
Yeah, and you can tell they're all doing digital now because they have like a digital mock-up of the full combining figures. It looks nice, but again, these companies, they're slacking. I'll definitely say they're slacking for sure.
They're so
I had the original one DVB. It was one of the ones that got stolen. I had them with the box and everything. Man, that thing was amazing. I know a lot of people piss on that one because of the way he looked, but you got to remember he wasn't really. They were making it more for the alt form. You know, that was first and foremost in the old Diaclone. What the car was doing is the alt form was number one. And then making it into a robot kind of came second when it came to a lot of that stuff. Somebody had asked earlier about the plastic on the one. The plastic is not bad, but there are parts of the plastic that do feel kind of chintzy and cheap. So some of it feels good and sturdy. Maybe not as sturdy as some of the G1 stuff, but it's not cheap, most of it, but some of it is. So, and there's a few pieces that fold over, and the way they snap in, I can see over time that those things are going to get broken if you're not being extra careful with that shit. Brian also said he did have the blue and white jump starter, the reissue one, slasher.
Uh-huh.
Okay. DVB also said Ultra Magnus was cool with the white version of the original Optimus. You could put a helmet on and his trailer became part of the body. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier, because he was Battle Convoy, he was just an upgraded version of what the original Optimus Prime wound up becoming when Hasbro brought him over. As far as what Studio Series is doing with Megatron, I know Brian says he doesn't mind the tanks and everything. Me personally, if you're doing a Studio Series version of Megatron, he needs to be a gun. If you're not making a gun and turning him into a tank instead, I want no part of it. No part whatsoever.
Yep.
Amen, brother. Don't see no tank on my screen, do you?
Right.
A tank is so much more of a destructive weapon than a gun. What the fuck is this pussy ass? You know, where we gotta water it down, but
I love Galvatron slasher.
No, I'm with you. Like, how are these companies thinking that that's? I guess because you can hold it in your hand and it looks, you know. But like you said, though, a tank is more devastating.
But once again, I guess it's like what they started doing with toy guns in the 90s, how they had to paint them all orange.
Yeah, and that's exactly where it all came from, too. It came from these freaking these no good soccer moms whining and crying about everything.
Yeah, they had to paint the Nintendo Zapper orange. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. They started putting, like they were talking about earlier, they started putting caps in 85 when they re-released Megatron in 85. They started putting the stupid orange caps on the front of the
end
gun.
of it in the barrel.
Yep. Now, look, there's a way to do this where you can make everybody happy. So you could do a mainline Megatron for the Studio Series 86 where he's the stupid tank. So, you know, you don't have freaking angry soccer moms out there picketing with pitchforks and everything like that. And do a collector's version, Hasbro. You do collector's versions all the time. Do a collector's version. It's only open for collectors to get and make that one the freaking gun. This way you can freaking make both bases happy, but they just don't want to freaking take that kind of risk, I guess, because they're worried about defending
do a pre-sale to know how many to make, Tommy.
Trina says it's because there haven't been any tank attacks at school.
Shit.
Agreed. That Rodimus Prime, when they made it, and you got to remember too, when they did the 86 stuff, they were working off the original sketches where all the other Transformers, they were toys first and then they did cartoon versions. Not with the 86 stuff. They were all animation and they had to figure out a way to turn them into toys.
Oh, so Tommy, okay, as a longtime toy collector, is this whole shit with the painting of the guns, it's Intertech's fault for making those fucking...
That's
in the 80s,
that's
right?
where it started, yeah.
Because those ones looked like real fucking guns.
Again, and there were water guns, and they had sound effects too. Sound like you're shooting a gun off, kid. We're gonna have to burn those.
And who started? All right, but then they started doing. Remember when they started doing the gotcha guns?
Mm-hmm.
Those were all like fluorescent colors. Those ones weren't like those fucking. Those Intertech ones. Or who did Gotcha? Was it also Intertech?
I forget. But I know at one point that shit filtered all the way down to the Nerf guns too, which a lot of those things didn't even remotely look like a real gun, but they were painting them ridiculous colors as well.
Yep.
Looked like a splash of throw up on your freaking toy gun.
Yeah,
oh, how fun.
Yeah. Hey, while Trina's here, because Stieg wanted to make sure that I showed this off. Here.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah, he has a series of shots that he wants to show with his figures, because he believes that Trina would really love these. So.
Yeah, that sounds like Steve.
Oh, that's
She
a
kicked him
newer
in the-
Gamorrean guard. Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
she kicked him in the balls. Then she's stomping on his balls some more. Then she calls in a friend, Stratos.
Oh, God. I don't like where this is going.
Then we have Tila filming it. Uh-oh. I don't know what's going on there. But I don't think he likes it.
I love that this is telling a story. This is awesome.
Brokeback, was that Brokeback Gamorrean Guard Mountain?
Yeah. And then yeah, so they finish him off. One in the mouth and more ball stomping.
It's
Wait a minute,
Oz
who finished
Eternia
off?
style.
So thank you, Stieg, for that.
He blew his top.
Holy shit. Oh, these were great.
They wouldn't load. Well, you got the
close-up
full.
on the Gamorrean
full-
guard's face.
That look, yeah.
Right? Yeah,
Holy
right.
shit.
I hear you, man. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I think I got it. I think I got everything. Okay, I'm getting ready to hand it over to you, Vinny. But right before I do, we are going to a commercial break for everybody.
Oh, boy.
Hope you enjoy this commercial break. This is brought to you by Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. Get ready, folks. We're dipping into the old stuff.
I am your Professor Indy of the Guinea Pig Collective. Welcome to Toys from Bygone Eras.
The Whirlybird, the biggest, most spectacular helicopters ever made. Big? You bet. Remco's giant Whirlybird is over 2 feet long, motorized to taxi anywhere. Fly them from battlefield to battlefield. Those powerful motor-driven Whirlybird engines have blades over 1.5 feet in diameter. The Whirlybird swoops from the sky into daring rescue action. Down, down goes the motor-driven chain and hook. And up comes the tank on its rescue sling, saved from battle danger. And that's not all. Every giant Remco Whirlybird has a cargo hold and comes complete with an army of 25 troops, cannon, truck, jeep, and even a tank. Stage spectacular battles, make daring rescues. Want to be the biggest hero in your neighborhood? Be the first to get the new Remco Giant Whirlybird, only $9.98. Remember, every boy wants a Remco toy, and so do girls.
Hi, this is my friend, the Grumman Tiger. It's a jet, and I'm Ralph Donald, its test pilot. It takes a lot of training to control one of these babies. My son Wayne will learn someday. Right now, though, he's getting ready by learning to control a Lionel electric train. With a Lionel train, you not only get locomotives and cars, but all sorts of missile and rocket equipment, too. You can learn to operate these Lionel missile launchers. And fire this IRBM launcher by pressing a button. Wow, and look, you can put this target together and blow it up again and again. And look at this, the Lionel helicopter car. Watch her fly. And remember, kids, you're in control. You're the boss on the Lionel line. Ask for Lionel this Christmas.
A real mark. Well, it's easy and fun if you practice with this Lone Ranger rapid-fire revolver. See? 6 shots without reloading. And here's a tip good marks from Noel. Always bring your gun down on the target and squeeze the trigger gently. Remember, play safe and never aim at another person. Always at the target.
Boys and girls, get your exciting Lone Ranger Rapid Fire Revolver from Cheerios, the wonderful tasting cereal made from oats. Toasted golden crisp, delicious through and through. A real power breakfast with power protein to help you grow strong. And energy vitamin B1 for Go Power. This special Cheerios package tells you how to send for your Lone Ranger gun. With 6 silver bullet rubber bands and its own target for only 50 cents and 2 Cheerios box tops. So get yours right away from Cheerios.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, if it's not being done by a pig, it's not worth watching.
50 cents
The mail away.
to get a gun. Like, again,
Mail away.
they had balls back then.
Mail away.
Holy shit. Yeah, those old old toys and those old commercials were great.
I
Awesome,
like that
Brian.
fucking helicopter.
Yeah, the whirly. Dude, that was crazy. That was super cool.
Yeah, I love digging through these old commercials and coming up with some. I find it interesting to bring that kind of stuff to the toy show because it's always fun to see where things started as far as like what we have today. And some of that stuff that they made back then, I've said it before, some of that shit just blows me away, the type of engineering that they did back then on some of these toys.
Did you notice the kid had to have his father holding the fucking whirly bird? The kid was like, "Hey, Dad."
Shit.
Yay, I'm cheering my dad on while he plays with my fucking toys.
And never aiming at anyone, just down at the target.
That was cool, though.
I bet you those propellers took out quite a few eyeballs.
Oh, most likely.
Got the rose, baby.
That's right. I saw this in Target. I was so tempted. I can't start now.
and all.
Just because this thing was hilarious. I'll play it.
Look at the American dream, baby. He does the bros.
It's the polka dots.
The working man.
Look at the faces. Oh my god, those faces.
I'll
They
take
are
the American dream
absolutely
over
priceless.
the American nightmare any day.
Oh, yeah.
The bruises on his belly.
I would get this.
Dude, I was very tempted.
You're
But yeah,
very
they
detailed
make
on the man
bruise.
titties.
I know
Yeah, they
they
gave
make-
him his crazy birthmark too, the Gorbachev on his belly.
Oh, it was a birthmark? I always thought it was a bruise.
Nah, it was some sort of weird, like like what Gorbachev had on his head.
Yeah.
Different colored pigment in his skin.
Yeah. Dude, that's wild, though.
Splotch, baby.
How much
Yeah.
was it, Vinnie?
What was it, 34?
Those faces, holy shit.
Yeah.
Brian says Dusty Rhodes lived near him for years.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
In Texas?
That's awesome.
Was that Texas?
Dude, that's great.
American Dream.
The American Dream.
Baby.
That's it, baby. Sweet Sapphire. When are they going to make her?
Sapphire.
Oh, shit.
The itty bitty teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
That's right. So
I'd rather
let me-
have Dusty versus Flair, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. They did a Flair one, didn't they?
They've done hundreds of Flair ones.
No, I mean in that packaging, like the.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
got
I'm
it.
pretty sure they did. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure they did.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, real quick, I was just gonna show you guys. I did the update on that Wolverine figure. I'll show that too. Again, a couple of these are quick. That's why I'll do a few in a row here. But yeah, so I did the wash on him. The lighting's kind of washing it out a bit, but
This is Vinnieart. Anyone?
this was a pretty good touch up for those if you were doing the mods and customizing him instead of like the super bright yellow. Obviously you could go darker with it. I just kind of did a quick wash. It looks a lot better in person because again the way the light's hitting it. But yeah, just a regular 50-cent acrylic paint. Get a little bit of water, and yeah, you're going to be doing a water wash, and you dab it. So I got one of these little plastic things, and just mix it in there a little bit. But yeah, not too bad. If you want darker, like I said, get black paint as well and mix it with the brown. You could do different kind of stains on the figure basically, and again, you want to dab. So you get the paint inside the grooves, and then you kind of dab on top. But yeah, overall, pretty nice effect. Yeah, I think a lot better than how the figure originally is because he's too like perfectly gleaming, yellow. He definitely needed something, but
He's too clean, Vinny.
Yeah, I might do another coat on him as well, but like I said, it's a huge improvement for sure because the figures are already really nicely done with the mod with the arms, extra cool. And like I said, with the ones that you swapped out, you can do like a practice kind of go with these. So yeah, just make sure like bend the elbows and the knees, depending where you want to put the paint, and make sure you get inside all those crevices and stuff too. Because like when you articulate them, you don't want to see like a super bright yellow spot. But overall, not bad, not bad.
No, definitely add something to it. It was way too cleaner before. I think it's kind of funny that you're light washed out your wash.
Yeah,
That's
right. Yeah, I'll have to take better pictures like in the daytime. But yeah, because it does look a lot better in person. Even
you know what? Take it outside. Take it outside. Put it in some grass.
Mm-hmm.
Put the Hulk next to it. Now you got a photo.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. You got to watch out though. There's a lot of squirrels back there. They'll be attacked by giant squirrels for the photo shoot.
Or you could pretend that's the Wendigo.
Yeah. That's just Fat Wendy from down the street. She transformed. She's another mutie. But yeah, so yeah, that's just a quick update on that guy, and then I'll show you.
Chaos Boy, Vinnie would have to be the Wolverine because I'm more like a bear. So.
Yeah. Oh shit. And yeah, I need to show. So I did have another McFarlane one.
The short, right? You had
yeah,
with the Batman Beyond figure.
Batman Beyond.
Where
oh
it was
like
glowing red, like
yeah. Didn't I show that last week?
Part of it was glowing red. Oh, you did? Oh, I saw it.
Oh, speaking of that, real quick, there was something else.
Yeah.
Chaos said something about Deadpool. He showed off the Deadpool with the Wolverine. I forget how many weeks ago that was. It was some weeks ago.
Last year.
Yeah, Tommy. Yeah, he got me the Deadpool for Christmas, which was awesome. Yeah, beautiful piece. I think that's probably the best Deadpool figure made. So if you guys see him, yeah, don't sleep on it. Pick it up as soon as you could, because yeah, they're not easy to find. I got lucky another day, but I mean, if I didn't have it, yeah, Walmart had it for literally like one day, and then they sold out again completely. But yeah, man, yeah, beautiful stuff. But I did want to show off the Wonder Woman figure. This one I got
and definitely the animal, Brian. Let's not get that twisted. My wife would not like that kind of talk.
So I got this one a while ago. I just haven't had a chance to do a review until today. And I said, let me just do a quick one. Since this figure is basically this is the third time they released this figure. And this is the Dawn of Justice, the Batman versus Superman version of Wonder Woman. So the face is fantastic, and they finally sculpted the tiara on her, because the previous version was for the Shazam movie, and the tiara was separate. Like, she was supposed to hold it like a weapon. It made no sense. It made zero fucking sense why they did it. But for this one, yeah, they actually, new paint job. I think the head might be a brand new sculpt as well.
Well, bro, this is McFarlane. They made I bought the Sergeant Rock figure with no gun, so this is the world we live in.
Yeah, this is also true.
Check the ones I sent Trina. She did reviews on them just to look at the head differences, Vinny, because it would be interesting.
Yeah, it would be. I know. I think I have the Shazam one before I moved. I had gotten that one, but I don't know where the hell it is. But
he Shazammed away, bro.
Yeah. No. The she was in the Shazam movie, so they made that figure. But yeah, because I remember the head it looked nice, but the jawline was kind of off. This one they kind of perfected it, but there's still a major issue that they did not correct, and it's these gigantic legs. It makes the figure look like she's 7 feet tall compared to the rest of the other figures. So the scaling is off. It drives me bananas, because it's like, she's a female. She's supposed to be smaller. I understand she's an Amazon, but she was not towering over Henry Cavill and Batman. There's, like, they keep screwing up stuff. Now, granted, because the very first version of this figure, like, the whole upper torso is pretty much the same. The head's new. and she had hot dog legs. So people complained. So they made her muscular, like upper thighs, but they kept the same stupid shins and the gigantic, ugly ball joints by the ankles. So it's like, what the hell is wrong with these people? And when you straighten her out, it looks weird. Like the legs are all bowed out. If she's in like a dynamic pose or a stance, it looks fine. I'd try to crouch her down more in order for her to look better next to the other ones if you're going to display them. It still is.
Crouch her down, Vinny. Yes.
Crouch her down. Grab her by the head and then crouch her down. Force her down. No. But out of all of his female figures, this is probably one of the better ones. I will say that right off the bat, because he does a pretty piss poor job all around when it comes to females. But this was actually pretty well done. The thing is, she's too tall, and we still have major issues from the original figure, like this huge gappage that is in the chest. So whatever, like she has good range, but the gappage is gigantic. You could see right through the damn figure. Like I don't understand why they would do that. So I don't know.
Giant hole in the middle of her. Yeah, that looks pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't understand the choice.
It looks like an awesome figure though.
She is nice. Like I said, aesthetically, it looks really good. If she's by herself, she's going to look fantastic. But if she's next to Henry Cavill or something, put him on a flight stand, make him flying next to her so you can't see the height, because they should not be the same size, and she should not be towering over any of them. There's also bad warpage on the shield and no paint whatsoever on the shield. You just have the gold and the silver, whatever the hell it was casted in. And
tuna here. We got to cut back on some of that paint. I can't afford to get all my tuna if we put all that paint on a shield.
Paint shortage.
No, they had to save all the paint for those unnecessary fucking shadows they put on Superman's fucking balls.
Oh God, yeah, those.
That's what they like to use the paint for.
I think he's literally hiring a blind person to do those black blotches on those figures now. It's just terrible, but control. Yeah, this shield doesn't even sit properly. Again, this is the same lasso that came with all of them, and the stand she comes with as well. Another thing they goofed on, because they used apparently the same stupid sword from the original figure, the handle is gigantic. So when you put it in her hand, it looks more like... we know what it looks like. It's way too thick.
I don't hear her complaining, Vinny.
Only the tip, baby.
Yeah, man, sometimes,
it's like
Amazon wants to use a dildo sword. Come on.
Yeah, apparently. So again, the choices they make, very confused on it. And we also have you can handle it, yeah. And the other problem is the shield itself, where it slides onto the wrist. It is retarded. I had to wedge it in a certain way so that it doesn't look funny. So I just tapped it, and look at that, this giant opening. Her hand doesn't even wrap around it properly.
Giant gash.
Well, what did you expect with the end of that sword? Of course she's going to have a giant opening.
Of course. Now she has two giant openings in her chest and on the shield. So
I think there's probably more than that, Vinny. You need to keep counting.
But I'll say the paint does look pretty nice on this one. I believe the skin color is a lot lighter too than the previous version, so it does look more proper to what she looked like in that film. And like I said, aesthetically, you put her in a good pose, she's gonna look nice. Don't stand her upright because her legs look funny as shit, and those giant ugly ball joints on the ankles just look terrible. But aside from that, I went around 7.5 on this one. It could have been a lot better.
She could have took more than that, Vinny.
Oh yeah, we know by the size of the sword, at least 10 inches. But it is what it is. But I will say again, the head sculpt is fantastic on this. Absolutely amazing, killer job. But yeah, so there you go. There was the Wonder Woman review.
Inches.
I don't like Batman or Superman hooking up with Wonder Woman. Brian. I never liked that.
Yeah, only midgets. Mitzelpleck.
Yeah, did McFarlane ever do Mixelplick?
I don't know. I don't think
They
he
could
did.
do a cool fucking thing with him, man. Like they could have like a little stand that's like a cloud that he could be sitting on and shit.
Oh yeah, you could do a lot of accessories. 8. Went 8 on that.
Come on, guys. Let's keep our minds in the gutter. A hard eight. Did you play the theme when you were unboxing her?
Oh shit! I do. Wait, there is another short. Actually, I have a couple of shorts I can still show. 1 second.
Oh, you guys are killing me.
I know. This, if anything, these toy streams always devolve into dick jokes. So, yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's right. It is. Winners don't do drugs, right? So yeah, there were a couple other shorts that I had here. So
yeah, that Bane, that I like those weird ones. Those ones where they look extra roided out.
I like Swamp Thing.
The Swamp Thing and the Bane one. The Batman one looked a little too overboard. It's like they tried to out Frank Miller with that.
Yeah, it was retarded.
But the Bane one and that Swamp Thing one were cool.
Yeah. Now I think this was like a 15-inch statue. I saw over in the comic shop. I just wanted to film it. I thought it looked.
Well, hold on. Since Cotton's not asking, can you fuck it?
What?
Can you fuck it?
What's wrong with you guys?
The usual Cotton question.
Yeah, Cotton would normally be asking that. He's not saying that. I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, he wants this one.
Well, yeah, there's the Huntress one too.
Oh, nice.
This one's even bigger. I think she was closer to 18 inches, and the cape is all wired. It looks like. So, and there's a J. Scott Campbell Red Riding Hood. Not bad. Out of his kind of fairy tale chick calendar thing. This was also from one of his calendars.
On a side note, Vinny, there's money to be made out in the chat. I'm just letting you know. Tolbat said he had $100 to see Vinny prove it because Trina says he wants to see Vinny prove it.
Prove what? What's wrong with you people? I'm showing you the reviews, damn it.
I'm just saying, you're leaving money on the table here, Vinny.
Listen, I don't need to get arrested or have my channel nuked. So, I don't know what you're looking for. But yeah, this was the other awesome Thor we saw at that toy store. In the comic shop, they had it a lot lower, so they had the same one. So I figured let me film that for you guys. So pretty cool.
Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. That
okay.
Terry McGinnis.
Yeah. Yeah, this was Beyond Gothic. I think this is based off of a comic book.
All right. I think they should have did a better job with the fade because it really more looks like he's wearing red pants than actually faded.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. They goofed this up in a big way.
Yeah, they should have made like the fade a little bit lower, I guess. Maybe like just do it with his legs or something.
Yeah, they could have done just a better job all around.
It does look like he's wearing red pants, right?
Yeah, and his face looks like he's got a big red beard, but it's not. It's it's like a sculpted extra piece around his chin. I don't understand it. But and GameStop a couple days later, I saw one that was completely black and just had like the
it looked better, right?
It did look better. This version, it could have been cool, like you said, but he fucked it up.
Well, this is like them going into the Kenner Batman figure phase where
pretty much
be neon or some shit like that. See,
much.
I like this Bane. I know it's ridiculous looking, but some about it, I like it.
Yeah, pose. I mean, it's solid.
It kind of reminds me of those WWE figures we were talking before about the sweating one.
Those weird ones where they sweat, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This looked retarded on every level.
Absolutely Frank Miller times 1,000.
Yeah,
that looks like
steroids. He must
It looks like non-preventative weight loss Batman.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He's got the biggest hands, the hugest hands.
Huge. These are massive hands, the colossal hands. What a lump of shit.
Tiny ass head.
Yeah, peanut head. This looked awesome.
Yeah, that does look awesome.
If this was cheaper, I would have gotten it. It was like $35 or something. I'm like, I'm not spending that on this.
On just the fucking motorcycle, yeah.
Just the motorcycle. And I mean, it was a pretty good size too. This is pretty, because these are all 7-inch figures, or roughly
what's
around
that.
that.
Other one? Is that Captain Adam?
I think it was. Let me go back to it.
But once again, going back to a lot of these accessories, especially McFarlane and some of these other ones sell, what? Screw all that bullshit. Go to like a Five Below, go to a dollar store and get a cheap bike, paint it up the way you like it, and there you go. Bam. You got a nice accessory for most of these damn figures, and you're not spending an arm and a leg.
Oh, I thought it was Captain Adam for a second.
Yeah, that's Jonathan Kent. And then he had that giant, stupid Batman armor thing from
the ones
one of the
where they're
comics.
all roided out. What's that line? What's it called?
Oh, what the hell? What was it called? What the hell's wrong with this thing?
Shifty also says if you guys see the Reeve Chase figure, snatch it up. It's going to be worth a ton.
Which one?
The Reeve Chase figure.
Reeve Chase figure.
Oh, the with the darker costume,
the evil
drunk
Superman,
the drunk version,
the premium.
Yeah. The platinum.
Or platinum, yeah. Platinum.
I'm trying to find the name of the Bane one. What the hell is it called?
Those, because they're not figures, right? They're just statues.
Yeah. Fuck, my thumb's over it. What the hell did it say? Something Kids, I think. He's got the dumb Spawn logo in the middle of what it's called.
Ah.
What a dick.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Todd strikes again.
Yeah. Next time I go to that store, I'll take another look because they should still have them.
If I come across that Bane, I think I might get him.
Yeah, limited edition. They're vinyl. They're not plastic. They're vinyl.
Well, chances are I probably won't open it.
Yeah, just letting you know. This is limited edition collector's vinyl Swamp Thing. Shouldn't be too hard to find on eBay though. But yeah.
Oh dear Lord.
Those are interesting. What's that? What is going on? See, it's comments like that that makes me not want to look at the chat.
He had mentioned that earlier as well.
Behave out there. Oh yeah, so yeah, we got to show that one, folks. Oh shit. I think I got one more. This one was really awesome.
Todd's Mods. I found it. Todd's Mods.
Okay. There you go.
It's Toad's fault.
So yeah, I'll show you the last thing I got here for tonight. And yeah, it is Guile from Ultra Street Fighter.
Shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god, this thing was amazing.
You know what? And once again, going back to it, they've killed it on every single one of those figures that I've picked up so far, and the ones that I've seen you show off. Like, I did get that alternate version of Chun-Li. I did get Dalsium. I got Bison. I got Ken and Ryu, and every last one of them have been phenomenal.
Yeah, they are beautiful figures. Jada is one of my favorite companies now at this point. This line is like perfection. This dude, I basically traded in something I had at the toy store, and basically it was like same money, so I didn't spend anything. I just traded this guy over pretty much, and well worth it. Holy shit, is this thing beautiful! Again, love the packaging as always. The arcade style boxes. These are cool. Epic, and they give you again the full roster. So there you go. So at least we know what we're going to be getting, and a good chunk of these are already out. To be honest, a good number of them. We probably have 6 or 7 that haven't been made, or we haven't seen in plastic form yet for this scale, aside from like the super expensive Japanese imports. But these are amazing because they are more affordable for sure. They're about $25 they retail for. Tommy's been able to find them in his magical Target. I don't think it's real. I think you're lying to us. This Target can't be real. The ones that are in your neighborhood.
Then how do I keep finding this stuff that you guys need to send? I keep telling you got to talk to the pig. You got to talk to the pig.
I know.
Rick and Morty's it.
I know. It's crazy. Yeah, I cannot wait for. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, yeah, I can't wait for Zangief. Him at Sagat, I think is the next. He's in the next batch. So they're releasing them in threes. So in this one we had DJ, Guile, and Cammy. I still want to get DJ, but I am not paying over $30 for him. So it's either going to be retail or if I can find a deal somewhere. But
when Sagat hits shelves, I'll be knocking over grandmoms and walkers to get to that thing if I have to.
Yeah, please do. Make sure you rip them out of children's hands too, because I want one.
This is for the Italian.
Beautiful stuff though. Yeah, oh my god, they did a killer job. So like you could even see like the texturing they did on the tank top. He's got his tattoos with the American flag on the shoulders, a real chain.
I'm beginning to worry about Tollbat. What is your wife not doing that you're worried about that?
Tollbat, what the hell, man? Shit. But yeah, the butterfly joints, they work beautifully. The shoulders, everything, the articulation on this guy is next level. And again, the diaphragm joint, this is how every company is supposed to be doing it. Look at the amount of range you get and posability out of this thing. And then you combine it with the waist articulation, which is another ball joint. For a figure that is like this massive, the movement is next level. So they did such an amazing job with this. He does the Van Damme's pretty decent, considering that Van Damme did play him in the movie. But yeah, he's got the upper thigh rotation, double jointed knees. Everything is seamless. There's no ugly pins.
I would like to correct you just for a moment, Vinny. Van Damme did not play Guile in the movie. Van Damme played Van Damme, named Guile in the movie.
This is true. That's yeah, easy
White
mistake.
to the pig.
This is true.
Have to side the pig.
Right? Oh, obviously. Yeah, Van Damme's always Van Damme. We got the boot cut, and he does have the hinge and swivel for the foot as well. So his articulation is absolutely perfect. There's the alternate head with the gritting teeth, the more angry face. It's pretty good. He comes with 2 alternate hands. So
gap in the chest.
Yep. He's got the one that holds the hair comb. And yes, the comb is removable. It comes separate in the packaging, but you're not going to lose it once it's in there unless your figure falls, and then the carpet monster gets it. But he does come with his sonic boom effect as well, which is really awesome. And you can, mess around with the height since it has the 2 joints on that stick that's attached to the base. But yeah, and there's his neutral face. So really, really great stuff. Absolutely amazing. Again, Jada, even the plastic quality on these things, like they don't feel cheap at all. They're very solid figures. Beautiful job all the way around. That's right.
That one can be side by side, baby.
Yep.
America.
Yeah, these are beautiful. And like I said, the posability, you could pretty much get them into any pose from the game. So like you could even type it into Google, like Guile sprites, and you get all his different move sets, and you could pretty much mimic every single pose from the game. So for them to have thought that far ahead with the engineering of these figures and still retain, again, just absolutely perfect paint jobs, sculpt work, everything is balls on accurate to the Ultra Street Fighter 2 arcade game. So, and look, you could even get him to like cross his arms and like in that finishing move that he does with, the sonic boom effect. So not easy to do. We still, have yet to see that properly done with like Marvel Legends and stuff. But here's Jada Toys, a company known for making die-cast metal cars. And look what they're able to do. So incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, there's his other signature flip kick move. With Bison again, I had the full review on Bison as well. Absolutely beautiful figure. So yeah, they just keep crushing it. Yeah, this is really good stuff. Yeah, the artwork is beautiful, Vinny. There, I made a serious comment. Ah, thank you, brother. And yeah, man. Again, so looking forward to the rest of the wave. Jada, if you guys ever watch this stuff, I am happy to review any other figures you guys have because holy shit, these are so much fun. Beautiful, beautiful job. And
Should
again,
hashtag them, dude. I mean,
yeah,
you just reviewed McFarlane figures that we saw huge gash gaps.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but we did. I mean,
it was a torso pussy.
Perfect score.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely perfect.
Is that a
10 out
fur?
of 10. I have zero complaints with this figure. He looks like he's ripped out of the game, and you can put him in any pose from the game. Yeah, holy shit. You get a round of applause, Jada. Beautiful. Yeah, I might have to put this on Twitter and then and tag them as well. You're right. You're
I
right for
would,
sure.
man, because I've enjoyed yours and Tommy's reviews, and I love how they come in the arcade style box. Like for a guy like me that wouldn't take them out of the box, like I want them all though. I don't want one or two. It's like you want to get them all. It's like the damn Pokemon.
Oh,
have a good night, Time Prophet. Hope you have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one, man. So yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I was talking about Wonder Woman's torso vagina, Trina.
So
Trina said, what did I just say?
So I think it was Shifty that said it. That it would be cool. Yeah, here it is. Jada, if they ever got the DC, if they parted ways with McFarlane, like Jada doing DC figures. I mean, I think
amazing.
that it would be the same thing because Hasbro, the way they're going downhill right now, there is a very good chance that they may wind up some of those licenses may go somewhere else. And if Jada was to get their hands on, say, Marvel or some of these other figures, they would absolutely just crush it. Once again, we're talking about what Jada's been doing with these figures. Absolutely phenomenal posing. The likenesses have been spot on. The paint jobs have been incredible and everything. And still, on top of all that, keeping it affordable.
Yeah,
functional.
Is Toy Biz still in business?
Toy Biz?
Yeah, are they still around? They're still in business?
That's a good question, actually.
They were sold off so many times.
Oh, okay.
And I know the last guy that had bought them, he pretty much ran the company into the ground. So I don't think they are.
Okay. I was gonna say like maybe there would be a chance of Toy Biz getting the Marvel license back. Toy Biz did good fucking figures, man.
Well, back in the day, it was actually they were.
Oh, Marvel bought Toy Biz. Okay.
Yeah, Marvel had bought them, but it was for a time Toy Biz had Marvel. They went back and forth every couple of years.
Well, I remember Toy Biz. The first superhero figures Toy Biz did was DC. They did those '89 Batman ones, and then they threw in a couple other superheroes like Superman, Wonder Woman. They did the original, like right after the Superpowers, a couple of years after Superpowers was done, and Toy Biz got the license. They did 2 years of DC, and then they picked up the Marvel license, and they thought they were going to be able to do Marvel and DC, but that's when DC split away to Kenner.
Real quick,
Batman lines.
Real quick, Brian, have a good night. Trina, you as well.
Yeah, have a good night.
Hope that you guys had fun watching. And yeah,
later, everybody.
Avi Arid, yep.
Avi
he was
Arid?
the guy that was originally
Oh,
doing
the Marvel
it.
guy, the late '90s Marvel guy.
Yeah.
Wait, he ended up owning. He got Toy Biz.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Interesting. But yeah, Adam. I know. Yeah, he's itching to show these because these look great.
Well, because of Trina, it says she's leaving. But yeah, that's the black and gray West.
Wrong one. There you go.
Whoa, what happened?
So the Adam West and the black and the gray, the premiere or whatever. So yeah, these are. I would never want to open this one either. But yeah, man, these are sick.
Yo, Adam, what's that
They're
thing at the
beautiful.
bottom? Does it comes with the Adam West mask?
It's no, there's a thing to enter for McFarlane.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember the ones that I showed? Those cowls.
Yeah.
They're like bust. Yeah. So they did an Adam West one.
But this, you were mentioning it earlier, Vinnie. So there's a
Or Batman Beyond.
Batman.
Yeah,
Beyond.
yeah, that one looked good. Yeah, that's a nice one.
So yeah.
So which is it? This is Cassandra Cain. Is that who this is?
No. This is Batman Beyond. Instead of the red, he has he's got blue.
Oh,
It's like
dude,
more of
I
a
just
stealth.
thought it was a girl.
No. It's Terry McGinnis.
Oh, okay.
It's still McGinnis. It's just like for me, it's because he's in the blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks nice though.
And I mean, like that one you showed with the red legs and stuff. Like it looked neat when I saw it, but then when you were kind of looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe not so much.
Yeah, because
this is the one that Trina got me. Like I said, this is the one she sent me, and I've got the all gray one coming. Giggity, it's coming. It's on the way. But yeah, she started it because she sent me this one, and, and then again, I had to get this one.
I know,
but when you get two, you got to get three. And you end up with 27. But so you'll get all kinds of fun stuff coming this way, and that wasn't even the one I meant to grab. That's what's even more fun.
And you know what? I felt like this whole line was perfect for Adam because I know how much he loves the Joker. So having them all
how is it not right? Like out of
90 different versions of the Joker.
Out of all the lines you're going to take, and you're going to Jokerize like the Batwoman or Batgirl from the Three Jokers. I mean, of course I'm going to want that one, but this was the one I got for $8 because the guy just shipped it like shit. It was 20 with free shipping, and yeah, he did a shit job, so I paid $8 for it. I was like, oh, that's fine for $8.
That is great.
Yeah, then you got to get 4 and 5 and so on and so on. The Tollbat says, Adam, do you want more Batman?
I've got them all. They're all here. I mean, yeah, I went ahead and got them all.
Those early Batman Kenner figures, Adam probably got every single one of them. He got
I didn't.
That green one.
But we've got the Heath Ledger.
Oh shit! The stacks of money. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And this box is a little bit on the dinged up side, unfortunately, as well. And like the hands and stuff fell down, which it's kind of funny because it falls by the money.
So, are you going to end up opening them and building Bane?
I wasn't planning on it. I was kind of pissed that this one was messed up because these ones, like these, are going for almost $100 a piece.
Oh shit!
Oh god!
You can't find the Heath Ledger, and I found the Bale Batman as well, and I got these for $60 for the set. So 30.
So did this the Build-A Bane? It's the Tom Hardy Bane, not the comic Bane.
Right. Yeah. These are all from.
It's all the movies,
Nolan.
but there's only the 4 figures, and I have all 4 of them.
Wow, only 4 figures to build the figure?
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, because like this one comes with the legs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but yeah, only 4, and I've got all 4 of them because how are you not? Look, the first 2 I got, I had to, man. It was, and again, I got these for under retail. But how are you not gonna want from the movie
a combination of Joker and Two-Face?
Dude, I mean, come on, yo.
Yeah, they're all Jokerized. That's what the
you're gonna
term
Jokerize it, really? I mean, just Trina started this. Look at that.
The Scarecrow.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, and I like that it is that version, that the paint job on his face that's from the movie.
But only 4 figures for a Build-A-Figure. I think like the fucking
the old
they're all
$30
like,
now, Slasher. I mean, you gotta figure. I mean, back in the day, these were what, $15?
I remember the Toy Biz ones with the OG Build-A-Figures. I think it was like 7 per line.
I meant the McFarlanes though. Like McFarlanes used to be what, about $15?
Yeah, but even those Toy Biz ones, they were around that.
Yeah, the Toy Biz ones were around the same prices.
Yeah, so I mean, like, and again, now you're looking at 25 and 30. And again, you got that platinum one for 30, Vinnie, which was awesome. And you can find them sometimes here and there for $30. Mm-hmm. But anymore, they're like $40, $50, $60 for just that platinum.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy.
I got lucky. Like the black and gray Batman that I didn't grab because I grabbed the wrong one because I'm stoned and didn't pay attention and didn't look. But I got 2 of them. I had a 50-50 chance. And well, I grabbed the wrong one. But again, it's the one that Trina got me. So that's what started all of this. And I mean, come on, dude. How are you not going to want Christian Bale Joker? I mean, when they did it in the movie, the animated movie, it was Batman Beyond when the Joker returns.
Yeah.
They trash all of the suits. And from that point, and then you're going to like just, I mean, come on.
Yeah. No, it was cool.
I'm not going to say no. I mean,
that's because
I got all of them now because I couldn't help myself. I was like, if I'm going to go big and come play with the big boys here, because Tommy's always outstaging everybody with all his Transformers and all his knowledge. No, I'm kidding. But again, how the hell am I not going to get these and they're under, market price, dude? Oh, all day. I'll do this.
But Adam, the reason why he did the Jokerized ones too is because that wave sold out so fast. Good luck trying to find like any of those, because the Batman, since he's one of the most in demand figures, next to impossible to find.
When did this line come out?
What, 2 years ago?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So it's not recent.
Because
Okay.
here's what it came out originally like. So what this jackass did was claimed that it was, still sealed in the box, and it's the original Scarecrow with the Jokerized in it. And I'm thinking, because that can happen in the factory when they first flip, right, Vinny? I mean, that sounds legit. Well, somebody did. They just shoved it in there. It came from fucking Amazon.
Yeah, and you can tell the box should have been Jokerized as well, and it's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and when you're talking about some of those things that could possibly happen, especially when they flip. And one of the things I always go back is like in the early '80s when they first started doing Transformers, a lot of the mini cars and everything like that. That since they were already present in the micro change line, you wound up getting figures that weren't supposed to be released in certain colors. That's why you wound up getting a red Bumblebee, a yellow Cliff Jumper, and then you got the one character which was never supposed to be released by Hasbro, which was a Mazda something or something like that. Originally they called him Bumble Jumper, and then it was shortened down to just Bumper, and they were releasing him on both the Bumblebee and the Cliff Jumper cardstock. And then they, I've heard that there was different colors of Huffer and stuff like that got released. But yeah, when they're first changing over like that, especially if it's like a partnership deal, between companies, you wind up getting stuff that is, mislabeled or in the wrong packaging or, all that kind of weird shit. It can happen, but something like that, especially now, more than likely not, it's probably like Vinny would say, somebody just swapping something out because they didn't have the original box anymore.
I even contacted you because he messaged me that he said it's not in the right box. I'm like, as long as it's mint, in box, sealed, I want it. And again, I've got it sitting here, but I paid like $19.
Now hold on, the arms are they Jokerized or? Yeah. Oh, they are. Yeah, I see the green on the wrist.
Yeah, all they did was they opened it up, pulled the packages out, and switched.
Oh, so the Bane is Jokerized too?
Yeah, the whole wave.
The whole. So they launched. Okay, this one I'm holding is the non-Jokerized version. This is what they launched with first.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what it looked like. Then
and they did look good.
And what's going on, Canadian Spider-Man hanging out in the chat? What's up, buddy? I hope you're doing well.
Then they went from this look to this look. It's the same figures, but the clothing's different. It's been Jokerized, the face, because the actual one looked like the one in the movie. That's what these are. These are just off of the Nolan verse.
Yeah. So I didn't know that you did have both of them like that. So okay. So yeah, the other ones, the Jokerized ones are all gold labels. So they were more. Yep. It's like a second printing kind of thing, but it's way. It's a short run. They didn't.
Which these ones were not. These ones were not gold at all.
Right.
The original without the one that's gold in it, and that's what like I said. If I were to have the original pack with this one in there and it was factory sealed, like that's a diamond in a gold's ass. It just is. It's something that's just a rarity. This somebody made, and again, it had the freaking Amazon sticker.
I want to get back to this diamond in a goat's ass. How are you onto this kind of stuff, Adam?
Well,
Now, on second thought, I don't want to know.
That's right.
That goat's got to be walking funny.
It could have been at a Diddy party. You never know.
All day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
With no Vaseline. But yeah, I mean, that was the thing. So this one, we'll see how much I get back for this one, or he's getting it back. Because, again, for $19, the figure's probably worth the $19, but he lied. And I don't like people that lie. But yeah, man, and that's, again, I really, this cool, one man. Here, it's been impossible to find. I was happy. Yeah. I got this one. And even though the other one is messed up, I ended up paying $60. So I'm not gonna. You know what, Vinny? For that corner being busted, and then if I ever do decide to open them up, I'll probably send them to you and make you do a review because I'm not touching.
Only if you open them, but yeah, if they're worth that much, keep them in the box. Jesus.
But I'll keep looking for. Well, and again, it's one of those things that at one point we might find in an ollie somewhere. All of a sudden, there's a case of them for some unknown reason. You just never know. Yeah, but that's just been the stuff I've been hunting and finding. And then, of course, I will change this. You don't have to look at me. This was a whole lot of fun after I did this here. So, yeah, there we go. And that's
these are awesome.
Yeah, the hard hero busts and, of course, a bobblehead to the left there. Mm-hmm. And the figure I put on top of him was the one that Vinnie also has because I thought that was funny. We both had that figure.
Yeah, I have the Optimus and the Starscream as well. Out of that line, that's Revel Tech. So it's like the clicking ratcheted ball joints in like the on the legs. There's like in the knees, by the crotch, in the centerpiece.
I switched the head out. It was a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, he came with different expressions, right?
Yep, because this is the second head. Because I put the second head in the other hand. I mean, I'm talking about I had to do it, so my hands are bad and I can't see anyway.
Yeah.
And they're kind of small. But look, I got it done, and I thought it looked really good. And I was like, you know what? I'm taking this picture for the show tonight. Because I had a lot of fun doing this. I don't usually pose the stuff. I'm usually playing with Legos. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it up a little bit here for tonight. And I know Slasher really enjoyed the Devastator when I first was sharing.
Yeah, Devastator stuff.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I guess I could say that's probably like, I think, because I'm not a Transformers expert, but he's probably, I think, the coolest one of all.
Yeah, that's nice.
And these were all busts that I got. They were already open. And then my little Megatron there from the movie. I love that one. I've got him actually in a different pose, which you'll get to see next week. Because I'm just going to keep doing weird stuff like this with my stuff and taking pictures and, because I still have to show off the Bumblebee and Hot Rod where I put them and all that. So, like I said, I'm going to have fun with all these McFarlanes I've bought, some of the other ones that are still on the way. But yeah, I mean, come on, dude. Out of all the people,
I'll tell you what, though, Adam,
a Joker line, who else is going to buy it?
Well, here's the thing, though. When you start having fun with a lot of these things, and unfortunately, when you wind up getting to the ridiculous collection levels that I've I can't even say unfortunately because I do love all that shit that's back there. You actually wind up getting to the point it was like, yeah, I got to start packing some of these away. I can't leave them all out, and then you don't get the chance to sit there and mess with them as much as you would like to. But holy shit, man! Awesome stuff,
but I mean, awesome Tommy, I've got a garage that's a gym that's a 6-stall garage that's got just as much stuff in it as this office and the room behind me, which you've seen. You guys, most of you guys have seen Frank's. He's surrounded by Star Wars stuff. But with you and the Transformer stuff, and again, my gym, and that's where I've got the Scion displays with the stuff out because until they come to do the roof, I'll pack it all up. Then when they're done doing the roof, I'm going to reset everything out. But my game plan is the backside of the gym where all the fencing is. When the fencing's gone, that's all pegboard. And I'm going to hang the McFarlanes on the pegboard. Because it's the whole back half of the wall where the Transformers were on the back wall in the gym. So that's the game plan for that. I mean, I've got them behind me now, but they're not going to be there forever. But that's just for convenience. And just because everybody loves it, that's right. It's the Wienermobile. Da, da, da.
Awesome. Yeah, Shifty, I hear you. There was a lot of stuff that went when the Ollies had a few of their sales, but most of the Ollies, because I've got, what is it? It's two, I think. Is it two or three? They usually actually still have quite a bit of stuff in most of them. It doesn't last long if you got like the good quality stuff, like that Hulk that they had, the Gray Hulk, the Joe Fix-It. That did not last long in the Ollie stores whatsoever. Those things were freaking in and out quickly.
I was gonna pick you up the one the 2-pack with him and Wolverine and the white suits. I was gonna pick when I went to pick it up for you. It was gone. It's like shit.
Damn.
It's a rarity though to get the find sometimes, and again, like when that's the only nice thing about the shopping on the eBay. Like, and again, Tommy, I don't have a Target near me. I got to go out of my way to get to them. But like with you, for example, I get it, man. You're finding the good deals and stuff. And like, if I were to find those, I'd be buying them too. But I've been finding really good ones on eBay, and I know what you were paying like for your Christopher Reeves one. And I even told my wife, I'm like, if you're at Walmart or Target or one of the other stores, go down to Toy Aisle and let me know if you find one of these Christopher Reeves. I really want to get one for my
Oh yeah, man, absolutely.
And that's why I tell my wife, I'm like, you go out and do that stuff more than I do. So do me a favor and walk down the aisle just in case they may have them. Because the price you got yours at is better than what I found on eBay.
Oh yeah, on eBay, yeah, it's the aftermarket. Those fucking scalpers,
they're about $10 more, and then shipping.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, that's why. I'll keep an eye out for
Oh yeah. I even told my wife that's and again, I don't usually ask for I get what I want, or I'll go look and find stuff. But yeah, at this point, it's like I didn't realize I was going to be getting them. But I've got some classic ones that when the rest of them get, like, I'm going to have so much fun showing these off for this year.
Yeah, man.
So again, it's all your fault though, Tommy, because again, they're buried right now. I can't get to them, but we have all of the Age of Apocalypse line where we can build Colossus, and
you're probably going to have to do that at some point. Slasher, did you have something you were going to show off? I know we're already 2+ hours in.
Sorry.
Yeah, my
your big ticket item, bro.
Purchase of the week. Yep. I picked up the cable figure.
Nice.
It was just, I was like, you two guys were like the devil on one shoulder and the devil on the other when I was like looking at this in the store. But see, this is cool too. Like, you see the eye?
Yep.
You see how it's like a plastic piece that comes out?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I don't understand like why they would do that, but not have another, like a changeable head. Don't you think if they did that, they should have had a changeable head where it doesn't have that sticking out of it?
Yeah, that would have been a good idea to do.
I mean, they gave them 2 extra hands. Why not an extra head,
Exactly. That's why Marvel Legends pisses me off, because they do such a great job overall, but they'll leave out silly things that
just like a slight oversights of things,
Yeah.
And he has the leg for Zabu for the fucking saber-toothed tiger that hangs out with Kazar.
Yep.
And McFarlane, you could at least start doing this, because this kind of sucks too, like the way they put tiny pictures.
But at least you know who's in the line.
At least they show you the line, right? Exactly. Yeah. And at least since they're throwing Kazar's saber-toothed tiger in there, at least he's in the line. You see him there.
Yep. Yeah, I remember when this line came out, and you could not find Cable at all. So, like, how the hell were people even going to finish off the damn saber-toothed tiger?
Well, how long ago did this one come out? I wouldn't be able to even see if I tried to look on the box because my eyes are going.
Maybe 8 months ago.
Oh, okay.
7 or 8 months ago, something like that. But yeah, because trust me, there were other figures I was looking for as well, and yeah, good luck.
All right. My one thing about this Cable figure, his legs look very, very short. Is it just me? You notice it?
With this angle, a little
his legs.
Yeah.
They look kind of like stumpy,
Slightly.
Like his arms look pretty long, but his legs don't look very long.
Well, I mean, Hasbro is known for freaking doing the Chris Benoit on.
Oh yeah, yeah, but they're Chris Benoiting his legs. But yeah, this $40, and I was like, all right, I'm good for the month for buying anything.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
But yeah, I really wanted to fucking get this figure. So
I know.
I hate having to pay retail though.
Yeah, I've never seen him in stores. The only place that had
you told me they couldn't find them.
Yeah, GameStop. GameStop is the only place I even seen these figures on the pegs.
Yeah.
Yep.
But shit, I fucking lost track of what I was gonna say. But I don't know. $40 is. It made me like realize that the price is just gonna keep going up on this fucking thing.
Yeah.
So who knows? In a month or so, it'll probably be 60. Then
yeah, I think this time.
All right.
By this time next
on
year,
40.
Yeah, by this time next year, he's probably going to be going over $100. There's a female figure in the line. I think right before this line, she was the Power Princess. She's basically Marvel's Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, yeah.
Yeah, she's all black and gold. That figure is going for $250 to $300
for that character.
For that character,
that's
because everyone wanted to use her as their Wonder Woman in their DC wave. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing going back to that Grimlock figure I had, the Studio Series 86. When I first got that, it was only 55. Less than a year later, that thing was over 200 plus.
But the writing's so small, I can't even make out who all these characters are. I know Wolfsbane from X Factor, Kazar, Cable. Who the hell is this dude with the fucking white? This dude.
Oh, that's
Let me see.
Superior. I think it's Superior Iron Man.
Superior. Okay, now see, I can see it now. If I hold it up to the screen, I can read who it is.
Yeah. I can't make out what it says exactly, but yeah, it's a version of Iron Man.
Oh, pro tip for us going blind in the old age
Red
community.
Widow.
Take a screenshot of it, Slasher.
Okay.
and then blow it up.
Yeah.
But that's the figure I picked up. And since Tommy showed off some comics last week, I'll show off this. I'm falling for it again with the fucking
variants
gimmick covers, just like I did as a fucking dumb teenager in the '90s. I'm
Those foils are bad ass though, bro.
Yeah, they are.
They look great.
The fourth printing. I like that they're doing the gimmick covers for like the later printings.
That's cool. Yeah, because the later printings, it's a smaller number of them that they printed.
Yeah, I have this. I missed out on the second printing of this. But yeah, I got 3 fucking Batman, Absolute Batman #1, all gimmick covers.
Nice. My daughter got me when the 3 Joker comic came out. She got me. I've got one of each of them, and that's what I thought was kind of cool with the McFarlane line, because I've got the Batman, I've got one of the Jokers, and of course that line's ridiculously priced. Try to find the 3 Jokers. Oh my goodness! But that'll be something for a future hunt. But yeah, man, like I said, I got lucky, and again, I've been watching, and learning with you guys and looking at the stuff, and it was like, you know what? It's time to get some new figures. So yeah, I can't wait to put them up in the gym. I think it's going to be pretty kick-ass.
They're going to look great.
I say that every day, but then I have to stop myself. Time to get new figures, and they're like, no. What did I just say?
Hey, Slashy, did you forget about the pig? I seen that figure that you want to get.
Adam, like, seriously, it's kind of like if I go into that store and one day that Punisher and Bushwhacker fucking 2-pack is sitting there, I'm gonna end up getting it.
Well, then stay out of GameStops, because I believe they're one of the few stores that actually they get in those kind of things, those 2-packs.
Right.
No, the comic store in my neighborhood has them too. They have that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
They have the.
See, I don't leave the
but
house.
they're retail. But they stay retail in GameStop. Those specialty stores and comic shops, they jack up the prices.
This one sometimes they lower the price.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
That's true. I mean, if they've been sitting on it for a while,
it depends on how long it's been sitting there. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get back to something Adam was talking about, like some of the prices that are so ridiculous. I know when my dad died back in 2020, I was looking at some of the prices, a lot of the neck figures when I was first up there cleaning, and a lot of those NECA prices, like say the Iron Maidens and the Megadeths and everything, they were still sitting at $19.99. By the time I got done cleaning up and I came home, and Captain Shitty Pants was in full swing with his freaking agenda crap for freaking our country, I seen a lot of those prices had already jumped up to something like 22, 23. And then the next thing you know, they were 24, and then they just kept going up, up, up. I mean, you look at NECA now, they're sitting on average of like, what is it, $36, $37 now for those damn figures. And unfortunately, until things are changed, it's just going to keep happening. It's just going to keep happening, unfortunately. And that's why a lot of times when you see a lot of these figures that you really want, you can't wait on her. As Vinnie like say, you can't sleep on
I know.
You
That's
pick
why
it up
I
or you
pulled the
never
trigger on
find
that
it.
cable figure. I pulled the trigger on that cable figure, but you know what? There were still 2 other cable figures sitting right behind this one.
Yeah, but
Well,
I was going to say that the next time when you go to get it, they'll be there. Or, you know, that's the shitty thing about it. Like this.
Yeah, I know. It's like a gamble.
That would be a $10, $15 figure back in the day.
Yeah. Yep. This toy bit. If this was a Toy Biz figure back in 2004, the most it would have been was 15. The most.
And you go back to 98, and you're right. They were like $10, bro. I mean, they were. But again, that's a little bit further back than where we were trying to go. But there's always a little bit of inflation. But we're talking about a 7-inch freaking figure. And again, I'm not a huge. I've got my Migos. You guys know I've got all the stuff I like. There's not just the Vinnie wall and everything that's there now. There's all the stuff that came before all your stuff as well. But it's all meshed well together. And if you're gonna twist my arm on a McFarlane that's that kick ass, and like I said, I could get them for about $30 each.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm gonna do it eventually. And yeah, they might be bumps and bruises here and there, but I don't care, man. I'm not going to buy something I don't like. Like I've got Vinnie, this is how bad it is. I like the Batman. We've talked about it in the Penguin series that we covered. So I have the Penguin, of course. I did find the Batman in the Batman uniform. So I've got that one.
Yeah. I reviewed that Batman one. He is a pretty good figure.
And I've got him because again, I said I watched review, and I even got Selena Kyle, but I got her more as just Selena Kyle, not with the mask or halfway down and all that shit like they did.
Oh wait,
So
you have the Batman, the Selena Kyle from the Batman,
through,
where she has where you see her face. That figure has been sitting on the shelf in my comic store, $15. It's been sitting there for a fucking year.
Yeah, wow.
I got it for like $8.
That's
the Selena Kyle with just her, because they've got one where she's got a hat on, and then where the hat's over.
Yeah, this one she has no mask. It's just her.
Yeah, it's just her face. Yeah, that's the one I ended up getting because I don't really care for that Riddler at all. Like I get it for the movie, but he's not really one of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't like that one either. That design, not a fan.
No, and again, to me, I love 89, but it's campy, just like 66, because 66 is my Batman. We know that. Again, thank you, Tommy, for the little 66. But I see Keaton's just as bad. Again, you got the Penguin. Come on, man, it's campy. But we always had fun with it. And when we have the Penguin I was happy. And they have a classic style Penguin. I've got him. I also got both the Riddlers. They're on the way. So yeah, man, I've got so much cool stuff. I can't wait till it all gets here, and I'm going to do it in segments and share it.
Nice.
I've been working with the lighting, I've been practicing, trying to get it so it looks good on the screen and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm going a little extra than I normally would, but it's because we're having fun here, man, and stuff we love. And that's, I don't know, we've talked about it time and time again. I'm going to shut up because I know we're going long, but with all this, man, I don't know. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Trina, and Vinnie, and for doing the art, the things you do, and helping get me back into, buying the stuff. Because for the longest time I wouldn't, man. I was just like, I ain't spending money. I'm not spending money. And I'm like, I am now. Might be the only time this year I do go all out. But baby, if you're going to go big and all out, 30 packages deep, baby. That's how we're rolling for the channel here. So again, it's something I was going to do regardless, but I have more fun sharing it with you guys and everybody in the chat. So thank you again, Tommy.
And like Soul Assassin, coming straight out to Shaw Cave.
That's right.
Shifty was saying, if you see something you pick it up. And if you wind up catching it on sale later on, most of these places got pretty good return policies. So return it and get the one that's cheaper if you can. I've done that. I know Vinnie has done that as well. Also, you know, we were talking about the evil guinea pig on your shoulder. Soul Sass Ascendant. There I am on your shoulder. Don't forget to buy that toy.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's times too where I've reviewed figures and I brought them back to the store. If I'm like, yeah, it's not a character.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna want to get something that I'm gonna want to return. You know.
Yeah.
Well, all I can say is that was a good buy that you got, Slasher. That's not bad because I found that same one on eBay for $40, and then you got to pay shipping. So you picked it up for $40. That's not bad.
That same cable you found.
That same cable because I never thought about getting it for myself because I was more of a Marvel guy than a DC guy. But.
See, I was always more of a DC guy, but it wasn't like I did it on purpose. It was like I was just kind of like brought up more collecting DC comics and shit. I got into Marvel a lot later than I was in DC, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, he averages between like $50 and $60. That
Jeez. Yeah. I wonder if this guy's gonna fucking hike up the price on those fucking last couple cable figures he got now.
Probably. I mean,
I don't know.
You know,
next time you go in, I
as-
might have to send you a little extra cabbage.
Well, as far as like buying things that you don't want to have to return, there's been plenty of figures that I've bought that I had no intention of returning. It just wound up working out. Like
It just happened that way.
Yeah.
See, I guess that's the joy of keeping them in the fucking box. So I don't have to complain about, you know, parts falling off or what they fucked up with the joints or anything, you know.
Well, I'm that weird guy that I've got and with some of the stuff I'll be sharing where I'll have the Transformer in a box and then I'll have one that's open, just like back in the day with the comics. Sometimes you buy 2 or 3 of them, one to read, one to sell, one to keep.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean, and most collectors, they will buy one to keep in the box and then one to display. So, you know, they you know, most collectors call that the rule of 2. So,
yeah, that was like the trick that like kids' fathers, like I knew kids who like their father would buy 2 of each and keep one in the package in the attic and let the kid play with the other one.
Or if you're a weirdo like my dad was, especially with Star Trek Next Generation for Playmates, the old ones, he would buy multiples of the same damn figures for no damn reason whatsoever. Like, I think he had like, it was either Beverly Crusher or Deanna Troy. He had like 3 of them. And I'm like, why? Why?
He couldn't. He knew he had one of them. He just could never remember which one. So
hey, you know what? I shouldn't talk at him. I've done it myself with some of the Transformers, especially when I was up north.
Transformer collection.
Yeah, but I had an excuse. Though I was up north cleaning out my dad's house, and I wasn't paying attention. So I did go out to the stores on my breaks in between cleaning. I would go pick stuff up and like, oh, I can't remember, did I get that or not? And because I bought it, and since I was cleaning up, I wasn't looking at them. I was just packing them away with all the other stuff that was going to come home. So there was a few times that I picked up doubles, and one time I think I picked up triples. It happens. But that's the only time it's ever happened. Like once I got home and I started looking through stuff and I know what I had and started reviewing things, I wasn't buying doubles of anything unless I really wanted to get a second one.
But that comes in handy too with where, you know, like we're all like Vinnie, when you sent me the little joke, I can't think of the name of it. The one.
Oh, the Toonie one. Yeah, the Toon one.
Thank you. Yeah, like you found that one and like you were going to keep it. You're like, well, Adam really want, you know, and you contacted me. You're like, well, hey, and I'm like, yeah, man, sure. You know, and again, thank you.
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
And it's in it, but he's on the wall back there, you know. Yep. And again, we not only are we collectors, but sometimes there's other people that can't get. How many times have you, Tommy, sent stuff to one of us because we can't find it? You know,
oh, for sure.
Man, you know, those the WWE superstars ones. I can't find these anywhere in my neighborhood. Tommy sent me fucking 3 of them.
Yeah, those things are beautiful.
Yeah,
dude, I saw the anvil the other day in Walmart. Someone had them in a funny place.
Oh wait, was it the anvil with the? Did he have the pink and black, or was it the checker one?
No, it was all it was all black.
Okay.
With, it had.
But it was the Heart Foundation gear, not the new
Foundation.
Foundation gear.
Yeah, it looked good. I'm like, but I don't know. I was very tempted.
But like, would you be that type of person? Like, yo, I got Anvil, so I got to get Hitman too.
No, I'd buy it because Jim the Anvil Neidhart's my favorite fucking wrestler, like one of all time besides Savage.
Oh, okay,
like,
so
that would have been a Piper. Like, I like Brett, but fuck Brett. Like, I'm sorry. The Hitman is great, but I was an Anvil fan. I mean,
Brett was my favorite anyway. So
So you would get both of them then, Vinny, right?
I would. I never saw. I didn't even know that they made them, to be honest.
There is a Hitman one. I have seen a Hitman one.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Not in the stores, but because they're not around here for some reason. But
right.
Oh, one thing I do want to mention is, they're talking about some of the prices might come down. You're going to see some of the prices come down on the stuff in the stores. Okay. But as far as like collectible items, like the stuff that's already been out for a while, you can watch all those prices go way up. That's what's going to happen. Because the minute those store prices come down, all the second market and older stuff that's out there is going to go up in price. And that's going to do wonders for me. And a lot of the older stuff that I have that I want to get rid of, that I've got doubles or triples of accidentally, that's going to help me out a lot. But
especially if they redo Hollywood, go back to making stuff and making money, all our collections are going to go up, especially the older collections, because they're going to want more stuff like that again. Yeah.
I was going to ask Vinny, are you tapped out for the evening?
Yeah, I'm tapped out.
Okay, I have one more thing that I want to show off for us. We're almost 2:30 in, so I got last one. Got another pig involved, so we had 3 pigs involved in tonight's episode. Hopefully, I'm going to get back to some of these shows where I can have all the pigs involved in the episodes, but. After that, I would love to do Golden Trina Award, but without Trina here, it's not going to be fair because we all had reviews. So it's just kind of is one of those things. Hopefully, Trina's going to be able to come back next week, and we'll bring the Golden Trina Award back then. Brett was my absolute favorite growing up, but after watching his career in Japan, Big Van Vader, him and Bam Bam Bigelow were amazing. Yeah, and I was so glad I was able to pick up that Superstar Bam Bam figure for Slasher, because after I picked that up and I went and looked again, they couldn't find that one anywhere. They were all gone.
I don't know. At the comic store, they get all these fucking toys, right? But they never get the Superstars figures, and they don't get the McFarlane DCs either. The superpowers. For some reason, I don't, because they have the comic price guide, right? So there was a picture of a Poison Ivy superpower figure, like in the box on the fucking cover, and I handed it to him, and I was like, "Do you ever get these figures in?" He's like, "No," and he seemed like so dead set against getting those figures in the store, just by the way he said no.
Maybe he was trying to get him and couldn't get him and got mad about the whole thing.
Oh, that could be a possibility.
Could be.
But here we go. This is my last offering, and piggy time.
Welcome back for this toy break as we are hanging out with Rorschach. Oh, that's superhero. Yeah. So we're going to take a look at a few things that I picked up recently on super discount over at Ross. This one, while not exactly superhero, and I normally don't get a lot of these reaction ones, especially Transformers, because I like my Transformers to transform. But for the incredibly low price that I got this one, $5.99. These things normally go for $20 in stores. I was willing to pick this one up. Cyclonus from the 1986 movie. We also wound up picking up superhero related. We got Ghost Jaga. Now I know Trina, Real Horror, had shown one of these off on the toy stream a very long time ago. Once again, $5.99 at Ross. So if you have a Ross and you're interested in these reaction figures at all, man, go check out your local Ross. You may surprise yourself to see some of the stuff that they actually have in stock for dirt cheap, because there's nothing better than saving a lot of money, right, Rorschach? And the last thing that we picked up there, and this is another one, this is something I usually will not buy, but once again, it's super clearance discounted, and it had some nostalgia vibes. Star Wars, the Empire Strikes Back special with Zuckuss and 4 Loam for $6.99. Now, I'm not sure exactly what these ones are going for. They say a comparable price of $12, but I know a lot of these carded figures up in Target, they were going for almost $20 for a lot of these retro back cards. So, of course, both of these one in this box and sitting on their blister cards. Pretty cool, especially for a $6.99 price. Don't think you can beat that. Anyway, guys, be sure to thank Rorschach, because this was your toy break for today.
That's very weird to have 2 figures on card packaged in a box, and you got to open the box. That's fucking weird. I've never seen that before.
And then it's got the big circle on there with the so that you know it came in the 2-pack. It's not an original in by itself.
That's I've never seen that.
Well, I didn't even notice it at first. I didn't even notice. My wife had picked it up, and she's like, look at this. Because I thought when I just like kind of breezed by it, I was like, it looks like it's probably like some kind of weird like sticker set or some other dumb shit.
It looked like a card game or something, maybe.
Yeah. And then she said, these are figures. I said, what? And that's when I looked at it. I was like, oh shit. And it was, already opened. So I just popped it up, took a look. I was like, damn, sure enough, it was 2 carded figures.
Yeah, that package looked like to hell.
Yeah, but like I said, $6.99, and both of the figures in there were fine. There was no dents to the blisters or anything, so it was just the outside box that was a little banged up. So for $6.99 for both of them, I'd pick that up. That's one of the things about a lot of these places like Ollie. I always talking about Ollie's and Ross. Like Vinnie was talking about Ross before. I was like, shit. I said the one Ross I go to, they never have figures hardly ever at all. So I didn't even think of looking there for GI Joes and some of the other stuff. But yeah, they got tons of shit. And some of the other ones that I've gone to, and I never even thought of looking in. So that's another stop now I make, like just to go to check out some of the discounts they have. Because if you're going to buy some of this extra stuff, and you can get it dirt cheap, why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you? And that's one of the reasons I like to bring it up on the toy stream for anybody out there that's wants to do a little collecting still, and they're on a budget like some of us are. Here's another option for you to be able to pick stuff up.
I got the Amish market. Sometimes they got good stuff too.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you got an Amish Batman figure.
No,
Toll Bat. Have a good night, Toll Bat.
Have a good night, man.
That Amish Batman, that was on my list of Batman figures, remember?
They sell like hotcakes, Amish Batman.
Comes with a free bag of popcorn.
Oh, shit.
Jokerized Amish Batman.
Yeah. That'll be a gold label.
Yeah, I remember reading that before, Shifty. I always thought it was kind of odd because 4 Loam sounds more like a robot name. So, I think it fits better that way myself, but appreciate that, Chaos.
Thank you, man.
But I think that's just about it. Not unless somebody's got a surprise in their back pocket.
I just like I said, I had one figure for the week.
Awesome. Well, I guess we'll do the only thing we can. We'll run around the panel. Everybody can give their outros and let everybody know what they got going on or coming up very soon. So let's kick it on over.
Hey, I'm stuck. I can't transform. Oh, thanks. I think. Yeah. So what I got going on is this was one of the items I got from one of the guys that I got a couple of the figures from free. He sent. So that was kind of cool. And a keychain.
Nice.
Very
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, again, and it's one dude I bought 3 figures from, and he sent this stuff in there for free. So I thought that was pretty cool of him. So I'm buying more stuff from him. But yeah, it's been a blast actually having some new stuff to share. And again, I mean, who better with than a guy with a Joker sitting behind him to have a Jokerized, McFarlane collection. I mean, it's like you just read my mind. But
Adam,
no, man,
just wait, Adam, till they come out with a Jokerized Joker, and then the world will fucking implode upon itself.
I know,
It'll
right?
be sucked into a black hole.
What are you trying to do? You trying to blow his mind before the end of the stream, Slasher?
But yeah,
No
no,
perception.
I'll be with these guys. I'm assuming with Vinnie tomorrow, and it's a certain it's Duncan's birthday tomorrow, and it's a certain Guinea pig's birthday tomorrow. So yeah. Other than that, I plan on hanging out, I think, with Slasher on Saturday, and then back with Vinnie on Sunday. It'll be the normal routine, and I'm excited to do more toy reviews and have stuff to share. Man, it's going to be a whole lot of fun this year in 2025.
Yep.
You're on the doing the Collector's Pass. So yeah, man, that's what I'm looking for. Hopefully, Trina, you feel better, and yeah, that's gonna have a lot of fun in 2025. Don't know how much time we got left, so I'm gonna get real weird with it.
Appreciate it, Adam. Glad that you're having as much fun as we are, and just hold on to that wallet for as long as you can, because getting into collecting will definitely drive you into the poorhouse like the rest of us.
Hey, as you've seen the wall of titles that I have, again, mine was one item that cost $400. Now it's 30 packages that's $400.
Appreciate it, Adam.
Fun as always. Thank you.
Thank you,
my older brother Tommy.
Hey, let's take it easy with that. People are gonna think I'm a nice guy. All right, we're gonna throw it on over.
Hey, Prime, what do you think Megatron's gonna do to Starscream?
Nothing gentle, I would say.
No Vaseline.
Yeah, thank you guys for letting me chill again and talk toys and forget the shitstorm that life is. I might do a game tomorrow night. I don't know. But definitely Saturday we'll be watching the Wanderers and talking about that. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy, man.
Still an awesome figure that you picked up, dude, because I was looking at the same thing. I'm sorry, that made me laugh when you're like, this is the one I got. Like, I literally was just about to buy it.
I gotta say, the voices are calling to me, but this time it's the figure, and it might want me to take it out of the box. I don't know. I'm very on the fence of whether I want to take the shit out of the box or not. But being that, like you guys said, next week it'll be $85, maybe I should not take it out.
Maybe you should take it out of the box. Did you forget about me?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm not going to say anything anymore.
We'll see.
See, my excuse is going to be if I'm going to take it out of the box, I'm mailing it to Vinnie so he can do the review.
Well, again, here's the thing with the damn figures. With the Marvel Legends, you could, as long as you take the tape off the one side of the box, you don't have to mangle the box. You just slide the whole thing out. And then you can pop the
And
figure
they don't
out.
do the stupid little twisty ties attaching the bubble to the figure, do they?
No. Nope.
All right.
Yeah, so you want to take it out and enjoy the figure, you can do that. There's no problem with that.
We'll see.
No, I don't know. I've had plenty of ones with all the zip ties and everything. I still get them out, and I can still kind of put them back into packaging too.
No, I just can't stand dealing with those zip ties, and my hands are all fucked up. So.
See, and that's why the pigs come in handy for that kind of stuff, because they have the little piggy nail clippers. Those things are perfect for getting to those zip ties without damaging.
Hey, you know what? Thanks for the
around it.
idea next time, because I've been every time I get one of the newer wrestling figures, I open them and they always have the zip ties. So thank you for giving me that advice. I'll do that next time.
Yeah, man. I might have an extra pair of piggy nail clippers. I think we got like 3 or 4 of them. Maybe I'll just send you a pair.
Oh, I got nail clippers here. I'm good.
Yeah, you could use regular nail clippers, but
Even regular scissors work too.
Yes, scissors too. Yeah. But sometimes the fucking thing, it's so like tightly wound around the figure.
Oh yeah.
You know
and that's why I said
the wrists or the ankles.
That's why I said the piggy nail clippers are perfect because they could slide right in there because they got the rounded edge and everything. The cutting is in the middle. They're perfect for it. That's why I love those things. But man, thanks, Slasher. Always a pleasure having you on with us, man. And let's see. I'm going to kick it on over.
All day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Yes, it is I, the most hated guinea pig online, period. As far as you guys asking about a birthday, that's a trade secret. Adam wasn't supposed to tell nobody about that. Like everybody else will be doing their birthday streams, I will not. Unless I have a pig that is celebrating a birthday around my time, which was Cliff Jumper, I don't do streams on it. You know what I mean? It's just something I just don't do. I will just harass everybody in the house to respect my authority for the end of the month. That's how that works. What's up, Ancient One, man? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, as far as what I got going on, I'm still wrestling with the damn injury with the foot that's keeping me from freaking like really going full bore onto a lot of this stuff. And then of course, CenturyLink. Oh boy, dealing with CenturyLink today. Oh God. Supposed to have a freaking guy come out to fix the line that he supposedly fixed it. 4 hours later, went right back to what it was before. We got 4 hours of decent internet where it was actually, get this, hold on to your socks. My freaking download speeds were up to 10.45 megabytes. Holy shit. It was like blazing fast for me. I didn't know what to do with those kind of speeds. It was amazing. Amazing. CenturyLink, wow. That's all I could say is just, wow, you sons of bitches.
You've been getting 10 something this whole time. You mean the entire time I've known you, you could have had better internet?
Yeah, right. Could you imagine? But yeah, as we get back into things, eventually Cage Talks will be coming back, and I know Tolbat was talking about the video gaming stream. That is something that else is in the works once I'm like back and kind of up on my balls again. Is I want to do it going old school and dip into a lot of the old video game systems and everything like that, where I'm going to break out that old Texas Instruments gaming computer that most people don't even seem to recall at all. So we'll be having fun with that. And some of the guys, no doubt, be bringing some game clips on, or maybe even, who knows, maybe playing something live. We'll see. We'll see where the night takes us when we're able to do that and have a little bit of fun. Until then, definitely going to be doing the toy stream and then slowly working the other shows back in when I'm feeling better. And I want to thank every single one of you who stopped by tonight that hung out with us and hopefully enjoyed the show. I enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed showing a lot of this stuff off that we absolutely are emphatically crazy about, because that's what it's all about. It's about having some fun and showing off stuff that we enjoy, giving you good advice on whether or not you should pick up some of these things if you're looking into some of these collectibles yourselves. I mean, that's just what we do here. Thank you so much. You could have spent your time anywhere. You chose to spend it here with us, and it is greatly appreciated. I really do hope that you all have an excellent night. And of course, now we're going to kick it over to the man.
It's me, Mario Kartitis. Oh no. That's right, everybody. Watch out for all that stuff, because we're going to be talking about some crazy shit tomorrow. Yeah, I want to dive a little bit into the Neil Gaiman situation. Diamond's bankruptcy. We're gonna hit some Trump stuff as well. What's going on with Keir Starmer? Like we're gonna be hitting a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But there's stuff. We got what, 4 days now or less?
Monday.
About 4 days. Yeah, it's Monday. So and all hell's breaking loose around the world right now. This is some crazy shit that's going on.
Including freezing weather.
Yes, we're going to be hitting a lot of topics, folks. So get ready, strap in. That's going to be the Friday Underground stream at around 5 p.m. And then, yes, Saturday we'll be hanging out with Slasher over on his channel doing the Wanderers. And then on Sunday, we're going to be hitting the Arcane Season 2, Episodes 4, 5, and 6. And looking forward to that. That's going to be with Adam, Trina, and Tina. And yeah, we've been having a blast with the series. So if you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. RR's been watching with us as well, and he's in agreement too. 10 out of 10 across the board. Yeah, so yeah, get ready for some more of that cool stuff. Yeah, we break down full episodes and then give our views as well. So yeah, a blast. And again, on Wednesdays we are over on Trina's channel doing the Hannibal series, which we just did episodes 8 and 9. So next week is going to be 10 and 11. And yeah, sometimes I forgot how good that series truly is. If you're a horror fan, you love suspense, you love psychological thrillers, that TV series is absolutely perfection. So jump in, watch that. And yeah, thank you, everybody. And of course, I have my books still. If you're looking for them, they ship out the door immediately. I am still working very hard on City of Venus 2. You know, it's still going to take some time. I'll try to do more updates. I'm not dropping too many right now because, again, major spoiler territory for sure. Lots of action going on right now in the pages I'm working on. So it pains me because I want to show you guys so badly, but we'll get there. We'll get there soon. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for the support, as always. Tommy, Adam, Slasher, everyone in chat, much love.
Awesome, Vinny. Awesome. Guys, I hope that you all have a good one. Remember, this man delivers where some people just don't know how to deliver at all. And for those people, you know what? You can absolutely go suck. You sons of bitches. Guys, have a good night, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
You better run, Mojito. You what? I thought you said don't move. That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.